It's Friday! Bah, 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 Friday!
Let's motherfucking go. It's motherfucking Friday, motherfucker.
How's it going, everybody?
It is going great for me, and I hope that y'all are having a fantastic week as well.
Yeah, man.
Let's get
fuck
to
Monday,
it.
fuck Tuesday, fuck Wednesday, fuck Thursday. Well, no.
I mean, Thursday.
No, we got y'all Tuesdays. We got y'all Tuesdays. Fuck
true.
the rest of the days of the week. It's Friday now.
Let's
go. How you doing today, brother?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good over here. And yourself? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. This week felt forever. I'm really happy to see you, man. Like, I'm really excited for a couple of real banger episodes, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. A lot of stuff happened. Like,
dude, so much.
2020 by far has to almost be the worst year ever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
At least for me.
I agree.
Like, it's insane.
Well, let's start off.
Yeah, let's get it.
Cheers to you, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Let's get it.
Okay. First off, we're going to start with our shit list. I should also say, we have got some new listeners, so we want to welcome you guys.
For sure.
Welcome to the community. I'm Heston.
This the boy Dame.
And we are definitely not experts.
At all.
And for those of you that are new here, this is our second show. Our other show is what we refer to it as. We do sports and entertainment. This is going to be our Friday entertainment show. We basically just like to talk about whatever the fuck is on our minds. We like to just come up with random topics and just see how we're feeling about it, and then maybe get some opinions from you guys, in the comments and stuff. So
for sure, look, if y'all guys listen to the show and y'all like it, drop some stuff in the comments for what y'all want us to talk about.
Hell yeah.
I guarantee we will grab that and we will talk about it for y'all if that's what y'all want to hear. So definitely do that.
Hell sure. Yeah. All right. So at the beginning of each one of these episodes, we have a couple of segments we like to do. The first of which is what we refer to as our shit list. Our shit list is basically something that we make where people or organizations fuck up. We feel a certain way about it, and we kind of mow them down.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a bitch about this shit, so I definitely have a lot more entries than Damien does. But y'all are just going to have to get used to it. I get it from my mom. Like, she's definitely the one that's taught me to just feel a certain way about a lot of shit.
That's funny.
So, enjoy. What do you want to go first this time, or do you want me to go first?
So, how many do you have? Because,
I got, like, one really big one, and then I got 3 smaller ones. One of them will lead to a conversation, though.
Oh, I'll let you start off, and then I'll drop right after you.
All right, this is a big one. Your boy is a 10 out of 10 hydro homie. You know what a hydro homie is?
No.
It's a community of people that fuck with water, bro. Gallon of water a day. Hydro homies, man.
Hydro homie.
Yeah, man. Hydro homies. So I'm a big time hydro homie. That's my shit. I drink a gallon of water a day. And for those who don't know, a gallon of water is 128 ounces, and a traditional water bottle is about 16 ounces. So that totals out to about 8 water bottles a day to get you to 128. So for a long time, like, I've been doing traditional water bottles because it allows me to pace myself. So I'm like, okay, like, I can get in this many water bottles at this time. You learn your seal, your bladder, like, when you're going to pop, and then, like, you're going to piss, like, 4 or 5 times, and then you'll be good.
In an hour,
so that kind of has allowed me to, like, pace myself in the past, But I recently found out that Whole Foods, you can get, like, pH water and, like, iodized water and stuff, like, for $1 per gallon there. So instead of getting all these this is what I was doing too, because I like to try to do what I can as far as, like, global warming and all that shit goes.
Right.
I don't like to waste things a lot at all, especially when it comes to water bottles, because I drink so many of them. In the past, what I've done is I've just refilled them with tap water. So, like, I'll just get the initial case. I'll get, like, a 28 pack, and then, I'll go through them, and then I'll just keep refilling them until they, like, are like they're fucked up, like, they just don't work anymore. You know what I mean? So once I found this out, I just went and got, like, 8-gallon tubs of water. And now I just go to Whole Foods to refill them with pH water instead, which is, like, way better for you anyways. So what I'm getting at here is that the first people on my shit list is the Nestle company. And they're really popular for their bottled water. Nestle was actually my go-to for bottled water for a very long time. And I've read in the past, in forums and on Reddit and stuff, that Nestle is kind of a shitty company. and particularly in like the Hydro Homies community, like they fucking hate Nestle.
I also don't like how their water tastes.
I also always had kind of a fascination with it. Like, why does everybody hate these guys so much? And from time to time, I would see something like, oh, they do this, this, and that, or whatever. But I was like, I'm always very skeptical about what I read on the internet. I'm like, okay, like,
right.
How much do you know? You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck are you? So, I decided, well, something happened recently that I'm going to talk about with Nestle that made me really want to just like dive into it and see why does everybody hate this company so much?
Right.
So I'm going to enlighten everybody about how much of a piece of shit this company is, because I learned a lot, and I think a lot of other people don't know what's going on.
I don't even know what's going on.
Dude, this is some fucked shit, bro. Okay, so this is going to be a long one, so just,
I'm ready.
Buckle up for a minute.
Yeah, let's go.
So it started like a long time ago. So Nestle, they don't just do water. They do like milk, water, and then like some food products too.
Right.
They're a very, very large company. But this is particularly in the vein of like water for the most part, and milk. Milk is actually a big one, like with their really sketchy past. So it starts with Nestle selling a new baby formula to mothers like in Africa and like impoverished areas with really misleading labels stating that like it was just as good, if not better, than like breastfeeding.
Right.
And this was big for impoverished people because they're not getting the nutrients they need. Like their breast milk is not as like nutrient like
right.
It's not as nutrient filled.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh great, like we have this substitution so that we can like make our kids stay healthy. But what they didn't realize was that like it needed to be mixed, and it needed to be mixed with pure water so that it's healthy. And in these impoverished areas, they only have polluted water.
Exactly.
So they were using polluted water to mix with this formula,
right?
And they were giving it to their kids, and it was making them sick. And Nestle knew this, but they were doing it intentionally so they can make money.
Bro.
So like that's fucked.
Bro.
And it led to like a fuckload of kids getting sick, and like they didn't give a fuck. So it starts there. And then they've developed this opinion that like water is not a human right. Like clean water shouldn't be a right that everyone deserves. It needs to be like something that has to be purchased.
Bro.
So like if it were up to them, it'd be like the air company from like the Lorax, where like they say that like clean air is not a right. You have to buy
right.
it.
You have to, bro.
Right. So they actually have this view, and they've also been caught bottling tap water instead of purified water and selling it in their water bottles
with this
several times.
People can get.
Right. And on top of that, they were even like they irresponsibly pull from aquifers. You know, aquifers have to remain in a certain, like we live on top of an aquifer,
right.
So I think you and I are actually probably a lot more knowledgeable on that than a lot of other people are, because San Antonio pulls a lot of our water from the Edwards aquifer. But for people who may not know what an aquifer is, it's an underground. It's like a cave essentially that's filled with water.
Yeah.
And it goes through a natural purification process because it gets naturally filtered by all the limestone and the rocks that it passes through, and the soil and the dirt, and then it drips into here, and it's clean. It's almost like spring water.
Yeah.
So a lot of places that are over an aquifer or something, they will pull from there. But the thing is that you can't pull too much from the aquifer because it won't recover.
Right.
So like that's the thing. So like in San Antonio, like in Texas, it gets hot. It's hot as fuck here.
Exactly.
So there are a lot of instances, like especially during the summer, where we'll go on water restrictions because the aquifer level is getting too low.
Exactly.
And we have to monitor that.
Can't
so
keep playing.
You know, you can only water your grass at nighttime,
at night
you know,
for
all
like
this other
an
stuff.
hour or two,
right,
and that's
right.
it.
And
You
that's
cut
like
it
twice a
back
week
off.
or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they just pull from aquifers like however they want, and they even pull from like natural like springs and stuff. So like during the whole Flint, Michigan thing, which is still a problem right now, they were actually pulling like 200 like million gallons of water or some shit like out of Flint, like to sell for their own shit without a permit. So they were pulling all this shit, they were selling it, and like they weren't even like supporting Flint, Michigan or anything. Like they were just doing it for their own profit, and they're kind of like, those guys can go fuck themselves. Like we don't really care.
That's rude,
dude. That's fucked. Not
that's
cool.
Rude.
So, this is in regards to like their chocolate. They have also been caught using child labor overseas, like to get like their cacao beans and stuff to make their chocolate products. And they even admitted to knowing that it's happening, even though it's fucking illegal. And they refuse to do anything to improve the working conditions of these kids. And like once whoever like found out that they were doing it and it came to light, a fuckload of machete injuries like to these children started popping up, because like they started coming out and saying that like they hurt themselves while getting their products, because they use machetes to cut the dude. So, and they like don't really care, they're like whatever. There's another one. It was the Chinese milk scandal. 6 infants died and 860 were hospitalized with kidney issues from milk products that they were selling because they had traces of melamine in it. Melamine is a type of like supplement that's used to give things like really high protein in products that would otherwise not have high traces of protein. So they that was found in like a fuckload of the stuff that they were selling in China. This happened back in like 2008, and the WHO actually found examples of that were so high that like they couldn't, like it was disturbing to them, like they couldn't believe what was going on. Yeah. So like a fuckload of kids in China got sick from that. Again,
you said melanin?
Melamine.
Like N-I-N or M-I-N?
M-I-N-E.
Oh, M-I, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or melamine or something, whatever. Yeah. And then Ethiopia was they were in the middle of a famine at one point, and Nestle Ethiopia owed Nestle $6 million in debt, which, you know, happens. Like, you know, business costs or whatever happens. Yeah. Ethiopia owed them $6 million, but they were in the middle of a famine and really couldn't, like, that was kind of on the back burner right now. They're like, we kind of need to focus on just getting food for our people. And Nestle didn't really care, and they chose to demand that they get that payment while they were suffering from a famine, which is super fucked. So I guess Ethiopia can go fuck themselves, right? As far as Nestle's concerned. Yeah.
That's fucked, bro.
Yep. They made a deal with this woman in Zimbabwe that was illegally commandeering or confiscating milk producing farms from local farmers. And Nestle knew that like what she was doing was illegal. She was like the main person in charge there or whatever. And they knew that what she was doing was illegal and extremely unethical. But because of what she was doing, it provided them with a financial opportunity because it was super cheap, because it wasn't fucking hers. So they decided to do business with her anyways on the farming lands that she illegally confiscated.
And who's the lady?
It was like one of the leaders of Zimbabwe.
So she was black.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, okay.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
But yeah. So like they don't have a moral compass. Like if it's business, it's business. And
so I have a question for you. Mm-hmm. The places that you said they were giving this like false kind of prophecy to, right? Not knowing that if it's polluted water, it would get them sick. You said Africa and where else?
Well, there was like a big thing in China that happened, and then Africa too. But basically, they were trying to like trick people into doing it because like
what if that low key tricks people into doing it and gets them sick and it kills off like a portion of people that make it.
I don't think that's what they're doing. I from what I've read, it seems like their intentions are purely financial. Like if they could do it here in America, they would.
So do people die from this, or you just get sick and then you bounce back?
Well, in the Africa thing, I don't believe a lot of people died, but a lot of people got really sick. But in the Chinese thing, six babies were confirmed to die from the thing, and then almost 1,000 were hospitalized.
I'm not gonna be weird and make it that kind of subject, but I mean, you get more. So
no, I
understand. What I'm saying, which is again, bro,
I think they're just. I think they're just a corporation that just wants money, and
it's insane.
They're willing to take advantage of poor people.
Who's the owner?
I don't know.
I bet you if we pulled them up, like we would know what we would see, though.
Oh
like,
yeah, probably.
That's why it's weird, right?
Like
that's tough, man.
Yeah. And then we got another one here. They Nestle has been proven for price fixing all of their products with competitors, including like their food and water products.
Yeah.
It's already been proven in Canada. but it hasn't officially been proven in America. But like everyone's like they fix their prices. Like they have deals with their competitors so that they can all pretty much make anything whatever price that they want. So like that's fucked.
That's insane, bro.
And they've also been caught repackaging old powdered milk products that they make and then shipping it to other countries, claiming it's new product even though it's expired.
Wow, that is
so
fucked.
It's not only unethical, but it's also a health hazard.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so like, dude, they don't. This is what I'm saying, dude. Like, these are just like cutting corners, like financial bullshit. And
but
then the most recent.
You can't do that.
No,
you can't do that.
Not at all.
But if nobody tells you not to do something about it, you can just keep doing it then.
Yeah, they don't
That's
care.
why like we need new leadership. This shit's insane.
And they've been illegally pulling water from all over America and without a license. And then like when they get caught, they're like, you can still keep pulling, but you have to get your license. And
right.
Then, and they give them like 200 days or some shit.
And then they still just keep,
and then
like,
the fine, dude, the fine's like $200.
Oh my god!
It's like this multi-billion-dollar court. Like, dude, they don't give
like
a fuck. It could be $200,000 and they wouldn't give a shit. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, like they don't care.
Oh my
right.
god!
And then the most recent thing that happened. This is something
shit.
I read recently, which kind of spurred me into looking into their entire history. They had a biological sludge spill in France that killed all aquatic life within 4.5 miles of where it was spilled, including endangered species. So. And it resulted in over 3 tons. Like at the time of reporting, it was over 3 tons of aquatic life, like fish and whatever else is over there. And then they came out and they were like, "This is a one-time thing. It was an accident. We didn't mean for this to." Like, shut the fuck up,
bro.
Dude.
Be honest. Do you feel
it's
like
always an accident, right?
That particular whatever happened,
dude,
right?
with their entire history, they don't get any more fucking like accidents. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
You're telling me that wasn't on purpose?
I don't think they did the spill on purpose. No, they don't have anything to gain from that except for bad press. I think it generally wasn't
or killing endangered species.
No, I don't think they'd get anything from that either. That makes their company look really bad. I mean, I'm not buying their water anymore. That's why I'm so stoked I can get this high pH water.
I mean, bro, if you let like some type of
I know some people feel a certain way about Amazon too, though, and they own Whole Foods. But I mean, I guess you got to pick your poison at this point.
If that kind of spill like that happens, I'm sorry, bro. That is not accidental when you already have an accidental past. Like, I don't know how you're doing it or what you're doing to do that.
Here's the thing.
But
I think it was accidental, but it was an accident that was led by negligence. Because overseas they have more lax like rules and regulations, which is why this plant even exists in France to begin with. But the thing is that like if you're gonna be negligent, it's gonna result in problems. So yeah, this was an accident, but it's probably because they were already being extremely lax with the already relaxed rules in place. You know what I mean?
I feel like this shit was purposely, and they knew that at some point in time it would get to this.
Yeah, or they knew it was happening and they didn't care. And
exactly.
then they got caught, and now they're like, "Well, sorry, like we didn't mean to." Like,
they know.
Whatever.
That's what I'm saying. That's all it is, bro. That's all this shit is.
Yeah, They don't care. Yeah. It's just PR.
Exactly.
It's all PR.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that, like I said, that was a long one, but I mean, dude, how do you feel about Nestle now?
Dude, I don't.
Them,
so I mean, fuck them, but at the same time, I also don't drink them. So I'm gonna be that weird guy that tells you right now. To me, all waters taste different. Like
no, I'm right there with you.
Every different brand of water that I drink has its own taste.
Yes.
Some people be like, "No, water's water."
That's some hydro homie talk right there, bro.
It is not right.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could be in the hydro community because I drink water hard as fuck. Yeah. I drink my water. I get in what I need to every day.
Yeah, and I got a hydro flask recently too, which is like 40 ounces. So I'll drink like 3 of those a day.
That's what I'm saying.
And then plus or minus a little bit because I drink my almond milk with like my shakes and shit too. So like I'm getting my water, but that helps too because it's like. I'm not using any more disposable stuff. Like my gallon bottles are, plastic, but I'm not replacing them. I'm just gonna continue to use them the same way I did just regular water bottles. But these will last like way longer because they're not getting the same kind of use. Like I'm not taking them to the gym with me. I'm not taking them outside. Like
exactly,
they're either on my counter or in my fridge, and then I just use my hydro flask for all of my consumption.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling pretty good about it.
I've never liked how the water tasted to begin with. I've bought it a couple of times, so I can tell you I've had it and tried it. I just didn't like it.
It had something. This might sound weird too, but like the shape of like the tip of the water bottles, like where you drink out of,
a little weird.
Depending on the brand. Like, it actually has a big impact on me. Like, Dasani water bottles, I feel like they got too much space
they
there.
have
And, like, I don't
that.
like it. It's
I know
too
what you
thick,
mean.
you know what I mean?
And some people are too small.
Yeah. Like, some of the
I
spring
know what
water,
you
like, they
mean.
got, like nothing. I'm like, I can't fucking drink this. Like, Nestle for me, like that's
like,
the
bitch,
weird
that
thing.
shit spilled all down my chin. What the fuck is this little
I got
ass?
a big ass beard. Like, this shit's
this
just
little
falling all
ass
over
fucking
me.
little sit top you have. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, so for me, like, Nestle, like, that's the only thing I ever really cared about. Like, all the waters taste different, but, like, if it's cold, like, it's fine. But for me, like, that was a big thing. Like, I just really like the shape of the water bottle, and then, like, the cap, like, where the cap goes on. Like, that's really nice for me. But now I don't give a shit because I have a Hydro Flask, so fuck it.
I'm glad I didn't buy the shit, and the shit tasted disgusting. Maybe it tasted disgusting for this reason.
Maybe you got some of that tap water they were selling.
Yeah. Fuck ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you be like, why my stomach hurt? We'll be like, well, goddamn, it's how they filter this water, and you just drinking all of this shit thinking it's supposed to be healthy.
Feeling healthy as fuck.
Fucking not.
Yeah.
Like, so now what do? Do I just go like...
Like, what's safe?
Do I just boil my own water now and like do some weird shit? Go outside,
purify your own water.
Yeah, like what? Like
get
bro.
Get one of those life sticks, dude. You know, like you could like put it into any body of water.
Exactly,
And, like,
just what do I do?
Yeah, man.
Like at this point, what the fuck?
I feel that.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Who's your first shit? Well, your one shitless nominee.
So I am gonna have to go with Brian Urlacher. And of course, guys, as mentioned, this is our non-sports show. He was a football guy, but this is not about football. This is about
Brian Urlacher is a Hall of Fame linebacker
from
for the
Chicago Bears.
He's retired now.
Definitely known, though.
Yeah.
Definitely known. Like, really hard.
Yeah.
And so, he said Brett Favre played the Monday Night Football game the day his dad died, threw 4 touchdowns in the first half, and was a legend for playing in the face of adversity. NBA players boycott the playoffs because a dude reaching for a knife, wanted on a felony sexual assault warrant, was shot by police. That was his quote.
Yeah, well, his Twitter. Yeah, his Twitter post.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
So
this is what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say about that. In one way, I do agree with him. In one way.
How?
He's right.
How?
Brett Favre did like one of the hardest things ever in what he did. However, I don't think that conversation is relevant to the current topic.
That's what I'm saying.
It's different. So
okay.
like, I agree.
So
with
I guess
said,
if you put it that way, I agree with what he's saying on that side,
right through that lens.
But so why say it though if you know it's
scheme of things?
So bro, this is where it gets funny, bro.
Right.
He already knew it's not on that side.
Yeah,
and then he made the comment.
Right.
So that's when you make it weird.
Yeah.
So we understand what Brett Favre did was great, but how did Brett Favre lose his dad? Was his dad old and he just passed away of old age? Was it?
I believe it was sudden. Like they weren't expecting it to happen, and then like he wanted to go play, and that was one of Brett Favre's best games he's in his career, dude. Like,
how?
It was insane.
So even then, how? Like I said, he knew the severity of the shit.
Yeah, it's different. It's different, man.
Dude.
Like, I mean, I guess you could say the similarity is like death, right? Like Brett Favre's dad died, and then like this guy died. It's like I guess you can kind of make that connection.
The
but
guy didn't die.
I don't
He's
get
just
it.
Paralyzed.
Oh yeah, he didn't even die. That's right. Yeah, he lived, and he's stable now too, right?
He got shot 7 times in the back for no reason.
Dude, it was fucked, bro.
Now they say, we found a knife. Bro,
that's
okay,
real convenient.
but okay.
Dude, okay, this is what I want to say. This is what I'm going to say about that, right?
Bro.
This is what I'm going to say about that.
Bro.
Dude, you saw the video, right? Obviously.
I saw it up until when he went around back to the car, and I stopped. I didn't want to see all the pop. I didn't know.
Dude, I watched it like 3 times because I was like, I need to
I've seen too many videos like that, and I'm good now. I'm good now.
Well, what happened, right? Dude, they were right on him. Like, they followed him with the gun out and, like, let him get in the car, and then they shot him. Like, dude, there was 2 guys
in the video, right?
Dude, I don't understand why they didn't just take him down. Like, if you thought he was a threat, why don't you just tackle him? Like, you allowed him
before you goes all the way around.
They walked right behind him, like fucking follow the leader bullshit into his car. Like, what are you doing?
So you watched the video, right? So check this. They said in the report, dog, that they stun gunned him and it didn't work. Did you see anybody stun gun him in that whole little trip? Well,
this is what you have to consider.
He got stun gunned and then walked away?
Well, this is...
Have you ever been stun gunned?
Stun guns fail. So I think that's what happened. I think they tried to stun him and it failed.
I feel like a lot of human beings are strong as fuck, and a stun gun's not just going to do that.
I have seen some people get stunned and they just like don't flinch. But what I'm getting at is that might be true, but that's not an argument.
It can't be.
They still just
all he did was let him go back around.
No. They followed him into his car
and then grabbed him and
then shot him. Yeah,
like
my thing is like,
bro.
If you are genuinely afraid for your life, dude, y'all have batons. Like
y'all have other shit.
Why the fuck do you have handcuffs if you're just gonna shoot people?
He don't have nothing on him.
Yeah.
So at least the baton would be okay.
And he wasn't even a part of the issue. Like, it was like a domestic violence issue between two bitches. And, like, he showed up to try to help clear things up. So, like, why are you fucking with this guy? Now, understood, he was wanted for some other shit, but that's not what they were there for. He was not the reason for concern.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
With his kids right in the back.
Dude, what the fuck?
Smashed him in his door. And his 3 kids are right there in the backseat watching you.
The police saw... This is what I'm saying, dude. They followed him. Dude.
Bro.
The cop that shot him was in the... He was almost in the car with him. Like, he was right there.
It doesn't make...
I'm like, dude, when he put his hand on the door handle, you could have just put him to the ground. Like, what? Like, what is this?
Right.
It feels made up. I feel like it's bullshit. Right. I feel like they wanted to do it.
So, this
and I don't say that about a lot of stuff, but, like, watching it, that's what I see.
Look, so, I tried to give Urlacher, right, his benefit of the doubt.
I'm devil's advocate for everything.
Because you made a compelling point.
Right.
But this is where it got weird. Also, within that little text or quote he put, he said free Kyle Rittenhouse. You know who Kyle Rittenhouse is, right?
He said that too.
He said free Kyle Rittenhouse. After that. So
I didn't even see that part.
Bro, now explain what the fuck Brian Urlacher's really saying here, dog.
Dude, I don't get how somebody that played in the NFL could have any opinions like that. Like,
I don't want to get too deep into it, right, guys? Look, y'all as listeners, this is why y'all listen to us. If y'all don't know who Kyle Rittenhouse is, go look it up, and it's gonna be mind blown. But literally, what it was,
it's fucked up.
Was not being racist or nothing.
Yeah,
a white guy pulled up,
17 years old,
with a assault rifle, dog. No cops ID'd him. They let him walk through, do whatever he did. He ended up.
Went across several state lines.
He went across
like, he's not from Wisconsin.
Multiple
he's from somewhere else.
Shit.
Yeah.
Even when he was at the place he was at, he had the gun on him walking. Nobody ID'd him, asked him about it, nothing.
Yep.
He ended up shooting and killing some people. Then
protesters specifically.
Specifically for the issue. And then, after that, walked past cops to leave. And nobody questioned the dude, did nothing. Then he finally got arrested.
Yeah.
After the fact. He's saying free this guy. After saying what he said about that, like,
I will say this.
How weird is that?
This is what I'm going to say about that.
Like, how can you
there were reports like he got beat up by some of the protesters that he shot. This is what I'm going to say. Let me say this. He was assaulted, quote unquote, first, right? Quote unquote. Let me finish.
Right.
But he had no business being there to begin with, and he showed up with a gun. And I think everyone can say, like, with pretty confidently, he likely instigated that reaction.
Everything.
Right.
Bro.
Because he wanted what happened to happen.
Go look at how he was carrying the gun around.
Right.
Like,
so what I'm saying is, like, a lot of people are arguing that he was
pulling up talking shit.
But, like, nah, dude.
He was pulling up talking shit because he had his little fucking gun. Yeah. Boy, you crazy?
Yeah.
But
so what I'm saying is, like, that's an argument a lot of people are making, and I call bullshit. Is what
all I'm saying is I call bullshit on if anybody wants to try to relate to Brian and say he meant it in.
Dude, even the Chicago Bears organization came out and they're like, we don't fuck with Brian Urlacher anymore.
After saying, I think he fucked up when he said free Kyle Rittenhouse because. Your point that you made, I saw that part, and I was like,
if you look at it through the lens of like the NFL world, like you can kind of see where he's coming from. But at the same time, though, I don't even think that was like a very tasteful comment to make, honestly.
When he says free Kyle Rittenhouse, then that's when
it's fucked. Yeah, it changes the whole narrative.
Are you fucking so now? Cool. Okay, I see.
Right,
I see.
Right,
all right. So yeah, he definitely hit my shit list.
That's like a permanent. That's a stamp, right? Like that's it, bro. Like
that's
like Drew Brees said some shit, but like Brian Urlacher said some shit.
That's what I was thinking in my head right now, bro. Drew Brees said this little shit. Drew Brees is definitely forgiven at this point. Yeah. Brian Urlacher made Drew Brees forgiven now, dog.
Not forgiven, but
because bro, I fucked with Brian. I thought he was sick as fuck.
Me too.
I mean, he still is.
Yeah,
but
he even got
I didn't know, dog. He was one of.
I don't think anyone knew.
He was.
I think this was a surprise to everyone.
I didn't know he was one of them.
No.
And that's funny for me. Like, I sound racist, right, saying one of them, but I'm not racist saying one of them.
Well, those are racist people.
Now the world is seeing
the
one of them's, like, black people have seen one of them's for, like, forever. Yeah. Now people are starting to understand the gist of it. Oh, he is one of them.
Shit's
what
weird.
The fuck?
Yikes.
He was my favorite linebacker.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I couldn't imagine if I was a Bears fan, bro.
Now deal with this shit. Hey, you know what? You know what would be cool? If we saw, right, people burning Urlacher jerseys. How cool would that shit be? That would be fucking badass. That would
be really cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to see that? Nope. Now, maybe, right? But it's not going to be this big.
Like a big thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
the jersey burnings before were huge.
Yeah.
It would be sick as fuck if we saw that with his shit.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know. Right? I'm going to be honest. Like,
come on,
jerseys are kind of expensive.
They are.
I would probably just not wear it. I don't think I would burn it though. I'd be like, that's money, but like, I would just not wear it.
and shit like this, if people really want to,
or maybe like scratch his name out or something, so you can still like wear the jersey. Like that'd be cool.
Nah, bro.
I get it. I get it.
Bro, come on, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of in the same vein of what we're talking about right now, the next person on my shit list is Abby Johnson. Do you know who she is?
No.
Okay. Abby Johnson is a former representative of Planned Parenthood. Something happened that like changed her views on like being so big on Planned Parenthood. Now she's like anti-Planned Parenthood, and she made a video like after the Jacob Blake thing.
Yeah.
And she has 8 kids, right? She's a white woman. She has 8 kids, and one of them is an adopted black kid. And she said she made a video. It's like 15 minutes, saying that she believes that, and she would hope that police officers profile her son, because she said that her son is much more susceptible to doing bad stuff and like getting in trouble.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like she made a video saying that like I would hope that they do this to my son, and I'm gonna have to have a different conversation about life with my black son. No, she kept referring to him as her brown boy.
But yeah, because she fucking knows. But that sounds so fucking racist.
Dude, here's the thing though. I think it is racist. I think she's one of these people that like she adopted a black kid to say that she adopted a black kid.
But
so she like she can kind of like say whatever she wants. She's like, I have a black kid. Like, what are you talking about?
But she takes the term of owning it different than what we would say.
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's one of those things where like
you just said the comments that she made.
Dude,
that
it's fucked.
Technically is what that is.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like dude, she owns the. You can she owns this little black boy. I can show it
to you, dude. I saved it, bro. Like it's fucked up.
She's literally saying that she owns that little black boy. Like I mean, I have one under my possession. I mean, but you know.
No. She didn't talk like that. She referred to him as her son. Like she adopted him. Like
the comments that you just said she made.
Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, that's what I hear.
I think it's like one of those things where like people are like, I'm not racist. I have a black friend,
bro,
and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Does he know you're offended?
And so that's what makes it weird, because then you're saying it like you're misusing the term.
Well, and it's also fucked up too, because like her just having that mentality, like she's gonna raise him to like not like white people or police or anything. Like she's part of the problem, just having that mentality and like being the parental figure in his life. You know what I mean? Like that's not cool. And she even talked about how she's gonna have to have those talks with him and stuff. And I'm like,
it's just.
What the fuck I think. No. In a way, I'm gonna say this. In a way, she's kind of right. That like,
bro,
black people can get racially profiled.
Look,
and I can understand like. Look, you might find yourself in a really uncomfortable situation with a police officer, and I really care about your safety, so I'm just going to say here are a couple of tips for you to stay safe. You know, like keep your hands up, you know, roll down the window, like do as you're told. Y'all kind of got to go the extra mile a little bit to make sure y'all don't get fucked up. So, like, in that vein, I'm kind of like, okay, like, I almost feel like that's the right thing to do just because shit's fucked up. So, like, you got to do what you got to do. But what she's saying is not that. Like, she's saying some fucked up shit.
You know what she's saying? You seen Get Out.
Oh shit!
Instead of waiting till they're adults,
they're just getting
and converging them. We're gonna get you as a little kid. We're just gonna adopt you as a kid, and then you're gonna do what we want.
Yeah,
bro.
It feels that way.
It seems like I'm bullshitting.
No, this
is weird. Real fucking shit. Get Out was not no made up fucking movie. That shit is for real, dog. Just like a lot of this other shit that we see, which is why I'm glad this is a non-sports talk. If y'all really fuck with this, I'm telling you, I be on the shit. I look this shit up, bro. I'm gonna
get you hypnotized, Get Out style,
thing,
and then
dog.
You're gonna come on with like your white people voice next episode.
Yeah, this is a thing, right? And then I'm gonna be sitting here, guys. They're gonna be like, "Why Dame sound weird this week?" If y'all hear that, y'all call in, man, because Tesson got me fucking fucked up over here, bro. Yeah, bro. That's literally get out
I
shit.
liked him before.
Like, the only person that I'll give a pass to for right now that is not black, that has adopted a black kid, is Sandra Bullock. She's the only one that gets a pass from me.
She's cute.
She's awesome
too.
as fuck. She is very
she's
cute.
fun. Yeah,
I would even say the term is maybe hot.
Ooh.
TTT.
I'm gonna be real, dude.
Like,
she's got like kind of like that old lady hot.
She has the fire emoji.
Like I'm not really into like older,
I
but
think
like she's like like okay.
The oldest, hottest lady to me right now is definitely Jennifer Aniston. She is really so.
I'm gonna say this. I'm kind of over Jennifer Aniston because like everyone's into her, and I'm kind of just like tired of
I don't know anybody into her.
I
don't know anybody into her. And
what really?
I wouldn't even be a dickhead if
her.
I could just meet her and just like go to a dinner with her and just
smell her hair and look at her toes.
Bro, don't do me like that, bro. Because if Jennifer listens to this, right, I want her to, You want
to say anything to Jennifer Aniston while we're talking right now?
If for whatever random reason you hear this, which I know that you're not, you are the most beautifulest, sexiest, like finest, with no disrespect type of a woman I have seen ever. And it would be just a pleasure to even like meet you, shake your hand, or have dinner, or have a drink, just something. Jennifer Aniston, bro, is like one of my number ones, bro. I have some others, but like as far as older, like bro, she still looks like she does not look her age at all. Like it's you're
making me tear up.
Yeah, she like my little boo boo, bro. She looks so good, bro. She looks so good.
I feel that. Okay.
Yeah.
This is part of the shit list. We're gonna revisit this. There are people who are finding their ways into classroom Zoom calls and showing their dongs to classrooms.
Right.
And then I guess dipping the fuck out. I don't really know what happens after that. I just know that like these people are going on there and they're like showing their shit.
But they're stupid because if a report gets filed, your IP address pulls up whenever you go into these Zoom calls. Unless you use like a
VPN or something.
And you could be sick, and VPN it or do some shit like that, yeah.
So I just want to promptly say fuck those guys, like, or women or whoever it is. Let's be honest, they're probably dudes.
I mean, that's really weird.
Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what even is that? Like,
it's cuties, bro. It's just a life that we're gonna have to get used to. And you know what's crazy? I'm not gonna get fucking used to it. What people need to understand is this kind of shit is just going to start fucking happening. We've never seen this before.
Well, you know what's weird? On Reddit,
bro.
Well, it's not... like, Reddit's been reporting a lot on it, but it's, like, on Twitter and, like, Facebook and stuff. Dude. There's, like... I think Reddit has, like, a subreddit for it, too. It's, like, this community of people... I mean, we'll just call them pedophiles. Like, they all, like, get together, and then, like, they kind of, like, like, they have they're building their own community where, like, they're all starting to think it's okay, and they're starting to, like, branch out a little bit, and they're dipping their toe into, like, the rest of society, and it's getting weird. And they're a bunch of, like, fucking, like... Bro. They're a bunch of fucking losers, dude, with, like, fucking anime girl profile pictures and shit.
Exactly.
Like, they don't show who their identity is because they're all fucking pussies.
I'm glad
and because they know what they're doing is wrong.
I'm glad you brought it up. I've told you this. I think I've even mentioned it before. I'm going to mention it again. At some point in time, pedophilia will be considered within the like LGBT blah blah blah.
Yeah, we talked about
this. Just put like a P on the end. Like it'll be a part of that with the P on the end.
Well, you want to know what's interesting? They're trying to like force their way in. Like the LGBTQ community, like they don't want that shit. They're like, nah, fuck you. Like we don't fuck with you. They're like, you're not us.
Look, bro. Just like when they started doing their shit and people were tripping, it was just people that were heartfelt about it and were with it. That was on that side of it and pushed it through enough.
You talking about the traditional LGBT?
I'm talking about the traditional, before it was the actual thing. Fair. Those people just pushed and did their thing to make that happen.
I agree.
Now, I don't have a problem at all with anyone, race, like nothing.
Well,
nothing.
Well, it's kind of like what I said last week. Even people that have that issue, like if you don't act on it, you acknowledge you have a problem and you're working on it. I fuck with you too.
That's
like
okay.
You have an issue, but you're working on it. You're not doing anything.
You have to work on it though.
Yeah.
So I mean, to me, I'm cool the whole way aboard across. Yeah. To me, I feel like they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna push it just hard until eventually, at some point in time, it'll just be a thing that gets moved over under that.
I don't know.
We're gonna be old enough to see this now. Whether it happens now, this will be on record, but I am telling you, all this stuff that I'm talking about, bro.
Like still recording.
All this stuff I'm talking about, bro. Right, I'm telling you, no, it'll be before that, bro. All this shit is about to start popping off in like the next, to me, maybe 10, 15 years. Mm-hmm. All this weird shit is about to be, bro. It's about to be insane,
quote unquote normal.
And that's why they say generation to generation. People don't really grasp the concept until you actually
like
are in that shit.
Yeah.
Then you start seeing that shit like, man, this shit. Wait, what? And people gonna be cool with this shit, bro. And I'm telling you,
I feel that.
Cuties is like gonna be a topic that we come back on because it's gonna be like the first initiative.
Well, we're still waiting because it's coming out, and we're gonna check the Rotten Tomato reviews on it
in a week. It comes out, or like in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
but we're gonna see this. But that's like the first. Let's just drop it out there and see how the people respond or how they react.
Well,
and
I wanted to bring it up. I wanted to bring it up
bro,
to you because
crazy,
like your kids just started school too, and like they're doing Zoom classes. So I was like, yo, this is fucked, bro.
Zoom. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if that shit pop up on my kid's computer, I'm gonna smash that computer. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna pay for it. I could pay for that shit, but I'm not gonna do that. But
you probably just leave the class.
I would definitely.
And then if they want to try to say shit, would definitely like, hey, y'all need to figure out the dicks on my kid's computer first.
I would definitely say I'm never going back into a Zoom class. Send me all the shit just to his shit, and we'll do it together and submit it to you.
Yeah,
I'm not getting on no video, nothing with you no more.
Another thing I don't understand like, too. Well, I guess
because
because they're younger kids, they can't be held as responsible. But like, I know like in college, some teachers will just put their shit on YouTube. And then they're like, okay, just like watch the lesson and then do your shit. But I mean, in an environment where like it's children and stuff, I can kind of get
their parents are helping them, dog. Unless if the kids are old enough, they can do it.
There's a lot of parents that aren't though.
Well, that's the okay. So
and that sucks.
That sucks for them. I help my kids. I even have to work while they're in school for the most part for some of it. Yeah. Like I still make it happen. People just got to make the effort. If you have a kid, that just sucks. You had a kid, bro. You have to do it.
You actually make a really good point.
That's all it is.
You made this decision to have a child.
You had a kid.
So you buckle the fuck up and fuck with it. Figure it out.
If you didn't want to fuck with it, you should have been fucking the way you was fucking because there's different ways to fuck.
This is the reason why I kind of don't want kids.
There's different ways to fuck.
I already acknowledge that that's a reality that could happen, and I just don't feel like fucking with that.
Kids are beneficial because at the end of the day, kids grow you up. Whether you was ready to accept that or not, you grow up immediately when you have a kid. Right?
Or you're a piece of shit.
Or you can just be exactly. You could be a shitty parent. To me,
which I think we already have a little too many of, anyways.
Right. To me, it was a benefit. I had my first kid young, and then I had my second one when I was a little older. But from when my first kid was born to when I had my second kid, like I definitely grew way harder than I probably would have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Without having them.
Because when you're doing your own thing, there's no legitimate need to get there. I mean, unless it's for yourself, which is what we promote here. Like, I'm really big on just get better for you because that's what you deserve.
What I think is, and what I try to push off to people, if they're young or not, I want to tell them before you have a kid, get smart the same way before just having a kid making it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Day, like it doesn't matter what the circumstances are. Just do better for yourself, man.
If I would have been how I was after I had a kid, like just when it was just me, oh my gosh, bro.
You'd be chilling.
Oh, bro. It'd be nasty, bro.
Yeah, man.
It'd be nasty. Now, my kids are blessings.
Yeah, for sure.
As fuck. And I love them and I'm glad they came. Because I probably wouldn't have got it in as early as I got it, but I did. But knowing I know there's people out here that have it, but without even having to have kids, and I commend them. Like they are fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm on my shit now, but I wasn't. Like it took me some time.
But here's the thing. Here's the important part, right? Is like even if you're not on top of your shit, like if you're trying, like that's what counts. Right. Because like a lot of people, like when it comes to getting better for yourself. Yeah. They look at like the end result, like the final goal, and then they see it as like too tall of a task to tackle. Yeah. So they just don't do it. Yeah. For me, it's like you need to focus on like you need to have long and short term goals, right?
Right.
And you need to like you have your long term goal, and you're gonna get there, but like focus on your short term.
Don't confuse them.
Right. Like make short term goals, and then like if you get enough of those goals. You'll get where you want to go.
It'll tie into your long terms. It'll happen,
dude. You'll get there. Like it's fine.
You try to hit the longs right now.
And you'll see that you're making progress. It's extremely important. Yeah. So for me, it's like this is something that I've told a lot of people too. Is like, look, you're not going to be where you want to be right away, and that's okay.
It's not going to happen tomorrow.
But like you making the mental change and the lifestyle change to want to be that new person
is what gets
you already the big step. Yeah.
Right.
And then from that moment forward, I mean, it's a lifestyle change. You just need to focus.
Exactly.
Like on those aspects of yourself. And if you just keep doing that, Just every single day. It's a new day. You start over. Just do it again.
For sure.
And you put enough of those days together in a row, and like you're gonna look back and you'll be like, "Holy shit!" Like,
exactly.
I can't believe where I am right now. Exactly. You know. So, and I think that applies to all aspects of life. But I think it's probably magnified from a parental role. You know what I mean? Because at that point, you're not even just doing it for yourself anymore. Like, you have somebody depending on you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like that's a big deal. This last shit list entry here is particularly personal. I literally just added them about 20 minutes ago, or like 5 minutes before the show.
Okay.
My little sister, she called me crying, like very upset, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on? Like, what's up? What do you need? You know?" And she called me telling me that this bitch, her name's Bianca. I'm not giving you her last name because I'm not going to dox her. But her
I was
going to
say,
Bianca.
bro, don't drop
her.
Don't drop.
She called. She slid into my little sister's DMs on Insta, and told her that, hey, you know, a little birdie told me that your boyfriend that you've been with for 2 years is cheating on you. Just thought you should know I'm here for you if you need anybody. And this bitch, so like my sister, like she's been with her dude for 2 years. They have a cat, a dog, and a place together. Like they're an extremely healthy relationship. I've never considered anyone to be a part of my family, like as far as like anyone that she's chosen to be with before. And her boyfriend, I actually consider like a part of our family. So like I fuck with this guy. He's a good person, and she's a good person. Like they're good for each other. And I already immediately was skeptical, just because I was he doesn't seem like the type of guy. Like he just doesn't. Like it wouldn't compute to me.
Yeah.
So, you know, we end the phone call. She calls my mom. You know, they kind of talk things out. She kind of takes a moment to like step back, just evaluate the situation. It becomes clear that the homegirl, Bianca, was an ex-girlfriend of her dude from like 10 years ago.
Oh, so she's trying to come back and...
she's just trying to stir up some bullshit.
Do some bullshit.
Yeah. So, you know, we they discussed the situation. He explained who she was and like what her relationship to him was at one point. And it's become abundantly clear that she's full of shit. And the big thing my sister explained as well was like, look, like, he doesn't have any fucking time to cheat.
Right.
Like, he works all the time. He comes home. Like, he plays video games. He does Twitch and stuff. Like, he has no time.
Right.
Like, he just doesn't. And he's doing school and all this other shit.
Right.
So it's like, he's too fucking busy. Like, with the amount of time he also spends at home is what I'm saying. Like, he's home all the time, and he's got all this other shit. So
when
it's like,
did he do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. And it's like, and who the fuck are you? Like, who did you hear from? Like, from who? No one fucking talks to you. You ain't shit, bitch. So, fuck her for trying to fuck with my sister. You can eat my ass and fucking die, as far as I'm concerned.
First of all, you love your ass ate. You said that almost every show.
What are you talking about?
So secondly, I mean, I've never ate trash. Let me throw that out there on the waves, guys. I've never ate Heston's ass, but he does love his ass ate because he always says eat my ass, right? So I guess like maybe he loves.
Well, I just think that the idea of doing that for other people is like a very not pleasant experience.
How old?
So
because we were talking about this shit earlier about like how old is this girl?
I don't know.
Well,
she graduated from college. So,
we're good then.
So
she can definitely eat the asshole. That's fine.
Yeah, it's cool. It's not no cuties.
Yeah. I'm about to say, bro, look, no this girl like 15, bro. You said eat my ass, like whoa.
Yeah. No, bro. But as far as I'm concerned, she can go fuck herself.
She definitely can get shit.
Like fuck that, dude.
That's fucked up.
And the first entry to my big boy shout out, it goes to my little sister because she very not so politely let her know that she can go fuck herself. Like, I'm so proud of her, dude. Like my sister, like she's never been really good about like standing up for herself. She's kind of like me, like dude. I talk a lot of shit, but I am very passive. Like I don't start a lot of shit with people. I just get really irritated. I acknowledge that it's not worth starting shit because it's not going to fix anything. Keep it to myself, and now I have a place to talk about it. So I just have a place where I can like talk a lot of shit.
Makes sense.
But like I don't believe that confrontation solves a lot. If I believe there's a situation where we can have a conversation and we can we can fix things, I'm more than happy to do that. But if I've already come to the conclusion that like you're not going to listen and like you're just going to do what you want to do, I'm just not going to talk to you. Like there's just it's a waste of all of our time. Like we just don't need to deal with it. So like I'm really proud of her because like she took control of the situation. Yeah. And then homegirl blocked her dude like on all social media. So,
good. You should have. You shouldn't even had him anyway, motherfucker. Get your ass up out the way.
Yeah. So just
Goofy ass motherfucker.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, get your ass.
I'm very happy though. She's feeling better.
That's
like she
good.
called me right before the show and she was like, things are cool.
I'm excited too.
Now I can get drunk.
Does she listen to
in
the
a good
show?
mood. Hannah listens to the show.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Hannah,
her dude Zach, like he listens to the show too. They're just kind of behind because they're really busy.
Hannah, Zach, shout out to you guys.
Hey, yeah, shout out to you guys.
I was pretty much saying like, man, I'm pretty sure like he's
actually, you know what? Really big shout out to Zach. He actually had a podcast first that he started with his homie.
That's cool.
That like they kind of stopped just because like it wasn't really working out. But he's the one that told me everything I needed. Like he gave me all the advice on like the mics to get and everything else. And I did some of my own research too, and I found some extra shit and kind of put everything together. But he really helped me in just getting this started. And I'm also really hyped because from us doing our show, he's now remotivated to do his show again. Yeah. So he's supposed to be starting his. Yeah. So like I'm so hyped for them. Like.
And we're talking hardcore about them. Now they have to get married, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Y'all have to get married, guys. I'm so sorry for the pressure, but oh shit,
hell yeah,
so funny. Just kidding, guys. But yeah, shout out to both of y'all.
Hell yeah. Another big boy shout out goes to this guy. His name's Dilla747. He's an artist. He's actually local here in San Antonio. He is a friend of the show. Yeah, he is sick. He's got some bangers. You can find him on Insta. That's where I followed him. He's actually the only guy our show follows right now. He makes some really sick beats. His flow is actually pretty solid. I actually kind of fuck with it. Like, his type of music isn't particularly for me, right? But, like, I actually respect it. Right. And he's just a really cool dude, man. Like, we just randomly met, and, I found out that he does music, and then I told him about our show and stuff, and we both just, like, connected, like, right away. He's really cool people, really genuine people. He's definitely an example of, like, the type of people that we want to have in our community that's just interested in helping others and just helping everyone get better. You know what I mean? Like, he's very much in that mentality. So again, his name is Dilla747. He's on all platforms. You can find his music like on Spotify or Apple, like anywhere.
Spell that for him, bro, just in case.
Huh?
Spell that for him,
Dilla. Delta Indigo Lima Alpha 747. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Another shout out. I saw a fat dude eat an entire popsicle in one bite, and he got a brain freeze so significant that, like, the muscles on his forehead, like, spasmed.
I mean, I would imagine
Shout out to that fucking guy.
Oh, my
Dude, that really just, like, made my day earlier this week. Like,
hold on.
He ate the whole thing, bro. Like, the whole ass. Like, the whole thing, dude. And, dude, like, his whole head, bro, like, he was shaved and everything. He just, oh, man, I've never seen a head, like, contract that way. It was just perfect. It was great. Bro, I loved it.
I have a big boy shout out, too. Since we're doing big boy shout outs like
let's go.
I'm going to pull up his name right now. Hold up. I got to throw his name out here. So, the only reason I'm bringing him up is because, I got to find him, bro. He chugs like anything. Soda, Gatorade.
Oh,
like,
dude, he's great. What's his name? What's his name? No, dude.
He's
awesome,
dude.
He's awesome.
Sick as shit. Badlands Chugs.
Yeah, Badlands
Chugs.
Yeah.
If y'all have not seen this guy, dog,
he's electric.
He
also probably has heart disease. But
he probably has some type of sickness. There's no way he chugs like that, bro.
Badlands Chug.
Oh man, Badlands Chugs is sick, guys. That's BADLANDSCHUGS. That guy.
Badland Chugs.
He chugs.
He's actually chugging water now. I know he's trying to get like healthier.
He chugs
so he's been chugging water like super hard. But his name's Badland Chugs, and like his thing has been like chugging soda. It's like his big thing. Like Mountain Dew is like his big thing.
He chugs.
Dude, like
shit that he should not chug, dog, like that.
But amounts that he should not be doing.
Started balancing it out. Now you can see some Gatorade stuff, some like more healthier stuff.
Thank God.
But dude, his chug game, I'm not gonna lie, is by far maybe the dumbest I've ever seen, dog. His chug game it's
insane.
Dude, I can't.
Dude, bro, I gotta sip soda. I can't fuck with it, dude.
Nutty, bro.
I mean, I drink it.
Nutty, bro.
I actually honestly don't drink it a lot anymore. I even once I got my mason jars, we're doing spiked lemonades now. Like, I'm not even doing like Crown and Coke anymore or anything.
Shit is nuts.
Yeah.
It's nutty, bro.
Nutty as fuck.
Oh my gosh. Bro.
The last big boy shout out that I have here.
I had to throw him in. This
is another guy that I found that like kind of inspired me a little bit, and I just wanted to show him some love, and I'm hoping our listeners can show him some love too. He's a Twitch streamer. His name is @SpookyBC. This guy he had an accident that rendered his dominant hand inoperable. So he can't actually use his dominant hand anymore. I don't know what the accident was, but his right hand is essentially crippled. He can't use it. But he plays video games. He's a Twitch streamer. He plays video games.
Yeah.
So this guy's like love for video games was so strong that he taught himself how to use his non-dominant hand to use an entire controller with one hand.
Yeah.
So he plays all of his video games with his non-dominant hand, not even with like the special, ADA like Xbox controller or anything. It's just a regular controller, and he's just vibing, bro. And he's pretty good. Like, he's got his shit together. And he said that like his family told him that like they think it's insane the way that he plays video games because like he does it all with one hand. And he's got to contort his fingers in a certain way and shit. And it just looks insane.
But he does it though.
So this dude, again, he's like at Spooky BC. He's on Twitch.
That's
and
nuts.
Like, I like that perseverance. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, fuck that. Like, I'm not gonna let this dictate like how I live my life. And I fuck with that energy. So
that's cool.
If anybody's on Twitch and you're just looking for somebody else to watch or something, I would strongly recommend that y'all go check him out. Just for the love and support, man. Like, we're all about that. So I feel like if we ever have an opportunity to be able to hype others up, I want to be able to take that. And he's a prime example of that. So big shout out to that guy.
That's cool.
For sure. Okay. Now we're diving in a little bit.
Let's dive. Let's go a little deeper, bro.
So
good?
We've had so much to talk about. We haven't been able to get around to it, which is why we're starting the show with this.
Let's go.
Damien is nuts deep in the coin shortage situation. And I know he has a lot of opinions and thoughts about it, and I need to hear it. And he's not fully aware of what's going on with the mailing situation right now, but
I'm not.
I'm like half deep in that shit. I'm not going to say I'm balls deep because I thought Damien would be all over this, but I have some really important details that I think we'll be able to have a good conversation about. So let's start with coins first.
As far as the coins go, bro, it's a little weird, right?
Let's start with like what's going on. Go ahead and explain like what's happening and then how you feel about it.
So I delve two particular portions of it. So the gist of the coin shortage, to me, right? The overall gist of what I see, because I'm really huge on this conspiracies and shit.
Right.
They have been working on
Who's they? Like the government?
I'm gonna say the government, or I'll at least say the higher ups, right?
Okay.
Not even the government.
The upper table.
If people don't really know, the government and the president, all these people are being controlled by people like the people that have the most money
the
of
people
the
who
world,
know the aliens,
right? Like, so
the people who eat the babies.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is no bullshit, right? Like, legitly. So these top 7 to number 1 people that make the most money in the world are technically deemed supposed to be the people that control literally everything that happens within it.
Okay.
Right? So now, not even the top 10. It's the top 7. So I guess it's a really
exclusive.
Right. Now, however, a lot of the shit that we're starting to see and whatever, these people been doing this shit, and so
I mean, it makes sense.
Their families
it's not new.
Their families, right? You just get born into that shit, and you just keep run the same shit, right? Because you don't know nothing different. So technically, that's almost really kind of what it is. And so this coin shortage is supposed to be more so closer to them trying to develop this type of one everything for everybody that lives. So when you start seeing these weird things like coronavirus and all these other shits where it's diseases that are they kill people and shit like that, they're trying to do it the best way that they can within an eye test of people.
This kind of goes back to what you were saying before, with Nestle, right?
Exactly.
You think that might have been a tool to try to
get people sick, to get them closer to death if they're not dying, but we're gonna push, right? The only thing that's fucked up with Nestle is the places you name, Ethiopia, and it's Ethiopia.
It's kind of fucked up.
Really fucked because there's probably I get it. There's white people and shit over there, but that's probably majority black people for sure. Mm-hmm. So are you just trying to kill off the black race? And I actually heard Africa is cold as fuck. It's if you go over there, the way that they lived and persevered is ridiculous, and it's actually a cool as fuck experience. Mm-hmm. Which one day I want to go. It's really expensive to go though. But I do think it would be a cool, maybe eye-opening moment for me to go and see them live that way. Yeah. Based on how I have it and thinking it's still an issue,
Sure. So let's go.
But yeah, for sure. I think that it's just, like I said, leading up to like this one religion, one money, one God, one.
So you think the coin shortage is like manufactured?
Yeah, for sure.
And they're trying to get everybody to go digital. Is that what you think?
Yeah. So it's it's going to be something where like that. I can tell you this. They said a coin shortage was happening, right? I went to a store.
Well, it's here now. So like when this first started happening, it wasn't here yet.
Now, it is happening now, though. If you go to certain stores and shit, they will tell you like.
I was pretty hyped. I got change back.
Check this
at Whole Foods, and that was cool.
The day that I found out about it, I went into a Valero, paid with cash, right, and they gave me change back.
Yeah,
I took it. I went in the cart. Then I found out there was a coin shortage. I was like, well, they just gave me change. So I started looking at the change. I shit you not, bro. I have a 2020 quarter that has a fucking bat on it. Which is what they say the coronavirus really started from, because, you know,
in the meat market,
over there they were eating bats and shit, and then that's what spread the virus. Bro,
would you ever eat a bat?
I mean, not like how they said.
Dude,
like
they just drop it in
I
there.
saw a video where it was like a bat, bro, with the fur and all this shit, and the Asian dude was like, "Hey,
I
like,
wouldn't
no,
either.
bro. Like,
if it was just
the
meat, I might actually try it.
The meat, and don't tell me that it's bat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Tell
like,
me after.
Just be like, just be like, try this. How does it taste? And I'd be like.
Like, okay.
Oh, that shit fucking good. Hold up.
Oh, what is that? Teriyaki sauce?
Bat. Right. You thinking like, oh, what is that? Orange chicken? That is bat, sir. What the hell?
That's good as shit. No.
Shit, I mean, run me some more bat real quick.
That was weird, but okay.
Right. So, you know, bro, I'm not like a 2020 coin that has a bat on the design. It says 2020 under it.
And what do you think that means?
To me, like, this...
You think that's one of their like aha moments?
It's
like,
fucking with us? It's a game.
Like, here's your coin, but like,
how do they
just so you know,
how do they say it's a coin shortage, and we can't give out change no more? But then they made a coin that has a bat on it, and it 2020. That is, bro, and I have this coin, and people think I'm playing. Yeah. I will go.
We're gonna post
the coin.
Yeah, you have the
home.
coin. Yeah, he's gonna take
a picture. I saved this shit.
Yeah,
I will post it. I will put it on all that shit.
It's gonna be already posted when this comes out. Yeah.
I will I'm gonna send you a picture of the fucking coin, like both sides, so you can, bro. Shit, you not. So if it's a coin, like I feel like this is what it's going towards. One of everything, and what's gonna happen is. At some point in time, so much shit will happen. They're trying to kill people off, bro, as much as they can. So that then there's not a lot of opinion-based people that may fight against people that want to do it, and then people that are like, no, fuck you. They're trying to kill off a certain amount of people, so then overall they'll know that there'll be more people that say yes and say no. So then they'll still be able to still do whatever the fuck they want to do. It's happening, bro. I'm telling you. And I'm giving it about 10 years. You say like when we're 80.
You're so funny.
Bro, we're in 30s and 20s. Yeah. Bro, when we're like 40, 50, we're going to see all this weird shit. Okay. All this dumb shit. Dude, hey, we'll still be recording, dog. God willing, bro.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. It's going to be nasty, bro.
Okay. And then, so kind of jumping into like the post office stuff.
Yeah.
So, you're not really aware of like a lot of this that's going on. So it started with like a new post office master general or whatever his name is. Trump appointed like a new person in charge of the post office, right? They got like a big boy that's in charge that makes a lot of like the big decisions and stuff, right? And this kind of ties into what you were saying about voter suppression last week. Like this is like what the big conspiracy is around
right.
it. Trump appointed this new dude, and this new guy, he has stock bought in Amazon and it's either FedEx or UPS. So like he has stock in competing companies for the service that he's in charge for. So first of all, why the fuck would you do that? Like that's fucking stupid.
How does that make sense?
Yeah, and then they started like something happened. I don't remember what it was, but they started removing drop boxes, like USPS drop boxes, from places that are like not Trump supporters. So like Portland and like another place, they pulled like a bunch of them, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is going on? Like we need our fucking drop boxes. Like we need to be able to send our shit."
Right.
And this is coming up very soon before mail-in ballots are supposed to happen, and on top of that. For some reason, all of these mail sorting machines that have been used for forever and have never been an issue are now being deemed as too old and not reliable and should therefore be dismantled and replaced. So they've started dismantling a bunch of these mail sorting devices in the post offices which would predominantly be used for mail-in ballots.
Which is why mail is shorter now or lower than what it's ever been.
No, but they still need the sorting machines, though. Like, people can't handle the amount of mail
that's what I'm saying. So less mail is getting sent out now to people, I've heard.
Well, it's just a lot slower. But I think a lot of people are losing faith in the U.S. Postal Service, too.
It's about to be out of there, bro.
I don't know. That's
it's
a touchy
all going
subject.
To be
but
paperless, bro.
It's bad, though. That's bad, though, because, like, the USPS is, like, a check and balance for privatized mailing. So, like, if the USPS goes away and they're no longer an option, like, it's like shipment is going to be required to be paid for everything, and they could probably mean, just like Nestle, dude, like, they're probably all in cahoots with each other. Like, they probably set all their own prices and shit. You know what I mean? So
I didn't know it as good as you do, but I did. I heard about it a little bit, but I just heard like they're hurting, bro. Like, they're getting smashed off.
It seems that, like, a lot of it's manufactured, though. Like, it's not that, like, I mean, I even went in on them the other day, but it wasn't particularly their fault. Like, our offices are just fucked up here, and Corona's weird and stuff. Dog. I actually think the post office is important, and I think us having it is
important.
Necessary. Yeah. Well, think about how many people send shit out and stuff and use the post
letters
office.
And gifts and shit.
Here's the thing, though. I try to have perspective, right? Like, I don't use the post office, but that doesn't mean it's not important. Like,
to some people,
so many other people that use it.
They do. Yeah, I don't either. I do like UPS, FedEx, or something like
same.
that. But I mean,
I'm
I've been to the postal service before.
And same for me. It's like, I'm fortunate enough to be in a position where, like, I can use those options, but a lot of people are not. So, like,
don't take them away though. That's ridiculous. Yeah, because then y'all gonna force us to just be everything is like.
So, like, all shipping's $20.
Right.
Like,
right. And literally everything.
And it's gonna take 3 weeks.
If you receive something, it's all gonna be like some type of media based email or so. You can't receive nothing like hand.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd be okay with that. I'm trying to go paperless on almost everything.
I don't.
If I can.
I don't. They need to allow that outlet because
for me, I
just
have to go. I have to go down I have to go down and up 3 flights of stairs and walk, like, across the apartment complex to get to my mailbox.
It's okay.
If I own my own place and I could just, like, had to walk outside and, like, get my mail, I wouldn't mind so much.
Well, that's fine. I will start mailing you something like once a month.
Please don't.
So you have to check your mail because you don't know what day I'm going to mail you something.
Don't do that. I don't need that.
I'm going to do it now.
I don't.
And if you don't check it, I'm going to be like, bro, did you read that letter I sent you? And if you say you didn't, then there you go. But yeah, bro, mail has to be a thing, bro.
Friends anymore?
Mail has to be a thing because all that's going to happen is we get off of mail, then we go into this more computerized shit. Then nobody's going to be working nowhere and robots are going to run every fucking thing.
Give me the VR headset, man.
So I give you this. VR headsets, cyberpunk, like all this kind of shit. This is real fucking shit, bro, about like robots and aliens and all these fucking things taking over the world. Something's going to happen at some point in time, bro. Yeah. It's just not going to be just humans. Eventually, we'll start seeing human-robot hybrids, right? Where people like have a missing limb and it'll be a fucking robot. We talked about that
scientist last week.
People already have that.
Yeah, he's the first
I know a lady
guy
who like lost her arm from like almost to the shoulder down, and she has a robot arm, bro, for one hand, and she does shit.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've seen that. Yeah, like they are making strides in like smart like prosthetics and stuff.
That's what all this shit's gonna be, bro. And then eventually it's gonna converge over to just robots run every fucking thing because they're gonna be able to do the job better than us because they're programmed to be at work on time. Yeah. Do this, do that.
They don't have people problems.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be nuts. We were talking about something shortly before the show that I really wanted you to kind of go into.
Yeah.
And I think now is an appropriate opportunity to do so. Would you like to let our listeners know?
No, you let me know. I forgot. What was it?
Your Tinder journey, your Tinder experience.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we can definitely do over that.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Y'all don't laugh at me too hard.
I haven't even heard everything yet. You just started, and I was like, we need to save this. So
look, man. So, I really don't use so I have Tinder, I have POF, I have all these like little dating sites, right? I mean, I could say you get on, you glance at them here and there, but I mean, I don't really use them. Like, I don't be like meeting people off Tinder and all this shit, right? I don't. I have it though.
Yeah.
So, I go into my shit and I make it like I still kind of tell you what I like to do for fun, what it is, but I be like, add my podcast, let's go. So then I changed my shit from just like where girls can see me to where everybody can see me.
Right, because you wanted to promote the show. Right.
I'm like, hit me up, nigga. Let's get the show popping. Subscribe, whoop-de-whoop. Bro, look. From when I opened this shit, yesterday.
Well, no, not open, but when
I changed the setting to open, like anybody can hit me up, right? And I see everybody. So what I was doing, since I changed it to where I can see everybody. I'm like, I want to promote the show, so I'm just hitting right, bro. I'm just swipe. Like I'm talking about like fast, bro. I'm just everybody, bro. I'm just hitting everybody. I don't care who coming up, because I'm like, read that first sentence. It says just subscribe to my show. Definitely not experts on blah 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 blah. You know, and dog, from when last evening to maybe like not even midnight last night, bro. Like 40 messages, bro, from dudes matching with me, but. I'm going in. Some of the dudes are cool, right? And I'm like, bro, add my show. Like, soon as they hit me up and we match, I'm just going in. Please subscribe to my show. Definitely not experts. Boom, that's it, bro. Some of these, like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna say some. Like majority.
Okay.
And it's gonna be crazy because they're gonna be hearing this.
Good.
Like, and I hope they do because I told them to subscribe and listen to this shit.
Yeah.
They were wanting more. So
it's because you're cute, bro.
Nah, shut the fuck you, man. Okay, with that bullshit,
dude.
I'm ugly as fuck. I look like
guys,
Shrek. Y'all do not listen to him.
You got
y'all don't know what I look like. Bro. I look like Shrek. I'm ugly as hell. Like that's just what it is, bro. I'm big as fuck. I'm a tall ass, like Shrek looking ass motherfucker, bro. Okay, except for I'm skinny, like I'm.
Nah,
slim.
he's cute. Y'all need to hit him up on Tinder. What's up,
Heston, bro? Y'all need to hit Heston up. He like his booty on it, right? He always
shut up.
He says that shit every episode, right? Y'all hit him up. So look, check this. All these dudes I'm saying, please subscribe to my shit, right? Some of them like, all right, subscribe. All right, I did it. Okay, I will. Then
now let me hold.
It got weird because I have a GIF that was on my shit that says "sit on my face." So like then the messages started going from like, hey, okay, I'll subscribe to like, oh, hey, hell yeah, I'm gonna sit on your face. Then I'll subscribe. Like it got into like this weird point of the app to where I don't know if I.
It was like a whole new side of Tinder you've never seen before.
I want to like turn that shit back the fuck off because like nobody hit me up when it was just girls that could see me. Like as soon as I turn my shit on and everybody can see me, like some couples hit me up, you know, which I'm okay with couples, right? As long as it's nothing weird on the guy side. So couples is cool, but. Dog, like it was all just like a weird experience, but I mean I did promote as hard as I could, but I mean I don't know if I can continue.
And they followed
Here
as,
you
as
go with that bullshit, you fuck. I don't know if I want to continue going.
Dude, I think you
that
should.
Particular path.
If some like weird shit happens, you should talk about it on the show.
I mean, nothing weird will happen because I'm never gonna go meet none of these guys.
No,
but I mean,
but like if there's just like some weird dudes or some shit like. That would be awesome.
It's crazy, guys. Look, if I have to, bro, I could do like screenshots and all this shit for y'all. I don't want to blast people. We're not going to do that. Because if some of those people listen to our show, I don't want to go.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I'm telling y'all right now, look, I equally am cool with everyone, right? So I don't have a problem just being a friend with anybody, bro. It's not a problem to me. But these dudes was like wanting the business, bro.
The business.
And they were telling me I look good, nigga. I was fine. I was cute. Good. I was handsome. Yeah, bro, like any whatever little phrase you think you could use, nigga, it was used from when I opened my shit up until right now, bro. And I still have motherfuckers adding me like and liking me and shit right now, bro. Like my phone got the shit up, like you know for what we talking about, but nigga, dog, like bro, I can see they blowing my shit up, dog. It's now I hope that they like the show and we go. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm cool with everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, nah, they want the they want
that Dame
special. They want
special.
the stick, bro. They want the Dame. Yeah, they want the Dame, bro.
Yeah, man. They want that ghostly, bro.
They want the Dame,
that Casper.
They want
that Casper hoe.
Yeah. That Casper hoe 236 Snapchat. Y'all add me, man. What's good? I promise you, I will show love for real. Yeah, they want that Casper.
They want that Casper. No, that was a shout out to the ladies,
Casper,
not to the Tinder dudes.
HOE 236. Casper, like the friendly ghost, because I'm friendly, and then HOE 236. But I'm not a hoe. But when I'm, you know, it's like it's a nice looking name. I think it's really like an attractive name. Like when people see like Casper Ho 236, they be like, "Well, what are the numbers? Wait, it got Ho. Wait, who's Casper? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That sounds like some dumb shit. I'm like, bitch, you know who Casper is. You know what a hoe is. Like,
not everybody know who Casper is though. That's the problem.
What?
A lot of people don't know who the fuck Casper is.
Who the fuck doesn't know who
Casper is? Don't play with me. What do you mean, a lot of people act like they don't know what a hoe is, and I'm like, bro, wait, what's a hoe? You're one. Like, you're one.
Bitch,
like,
you hoe as fuck.
You feel?
Why you trying to play right
now?
Like.
For sure.
You're a hoe. Your mom knows you're a hoe.
For sure, bro. Your family is a hoe. Like
your neighbor's cousin knows you're a hoe.
Exactly.
We don't need to know.
Come on, man.
Like, just own it.
That's fucking hilarious.
All right. This is something that we talked about a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it, and I really wanted to revisit it. Not only because I really want to hear how you feel about it, but I think this is also an angle a lot of other people haven't considered yet.
Yeah.
So you think that the moon landing footage is fake, correct?
I think
I'm gonna elaborate, but that's true, right?
So I will make myself sound better than what I sound. So
well, I was gonna explain.
I think that we maybe have landed on the bitch,
right?
But not what they showed us.
Right.
That's fake.
So you think we landed on the moon like way earlier than what they showed, right? Like you think we've been there for a long time.
So I feel like maybe we were there a little bit before they showed it or after, but we didn't land and it was peaceful like that. I don't know, bro. It just the footage looks fake as hell, and I feel like if we would land on anything up there, whatever already lives the fuck up there would be there, and it would not be.
So you think the moon is occupied?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I mean, it has craters, right?
I mean, yeah, but that's from meteorites,
right? I mean, so they say. I feel like those are dug in fucking like little, bro. Okay. I feel like we have shit up in space where technically like people can stay and live and shit, but certain people just stay there and live there and test and do different shit and try to make it like a thing of if Earth gets fucked up, which apparently the Earth is really fucked right now and can like burst up and do some weird crazy shit, right? Yeah. I mean, that could be a conspiracy. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't feel like it will, but at some point in time, people will be able to move into space. I will call that. Oh,
that'll happen in our lifetime.
I will call that right now as well.
People will move to Mars in our lifetime.
People will move.
Okay, so that takes me to my next point.
Yeah.
So this was clarification on that. What do you think about Mars? Because we already have rovers there. We already have footage from there.
I mean...
And there's going to be an eventual landing for that, too.
Bro.
So do you think a potential Mars recording could be fake? Do you think that the footage coming from Mars now is fake?
I think low-key they will be able to have humans live on some shit on like maybe 3 to 6 planets.
Already?
Already. When they make this decision. And this is why I say that.
Are you thinking like in order? So like Mars, like...
It'll depend on the location where it's at.
Well, I was thinking, like, I'm really fascinated by Europa, which is like one of Saturn's moons that has like oceans on it and stuff.
Exactly.
So you think like that might be a good example?
I think it'll be like maybe the further or maybe how the planet would treat humanity, you pay more. And I feel like the rich people probably already know about this shit but can't say nothing.
Sure.
And us, like, that are not rich like that, we don't fucking have not the slightest idea. But if something pops off on Earth where like a meteorite hits and then all this shit, I bet you we will see.
You're talking like 2012, like that movie 2012.
I'm
where
talking
only
about
like the rich people can get on the arcs,
right? And they'll be able to go into this,
right? But like in outer space,
that is definitely a thing, bro. Like it has to be. Now, hopefully, right? These asteroids don't hit us. Like every other month, they talk about this asteroid's going to hit us. If it hits us, we're all going to die. They do this shit like all the time. So at a point in time, we kind of feel like, shut the fuck up. It's not going to happen. What if one day one really do hit us, bro?
Well, it's like that one that popped off in Russia a few years back.
We're fucked.
Yeah, and that was a small one too. It just exploded.
Yeah, but they be, and they're weird too. And that's why I'm afraid of them. Because I don't... Kim, that motherfucker there,
that's
bro.
North Korea.
He's it don't matter. He'll send a bomb and send shit like all into other places and shit.
He'll try.
And then it looks like it comes from someone else, but it's really coming from... Look, have you seen Midway? The movie Midway?
No, I haven't.
Sick as fuck. Literally, at a point in time, we drop bombs, right? Like over in Asia, like Japan and Tokyo, or Japan and China or something was fighting against each other at some point.
Yeah.
And so they dropped some shit on one place, and then the other place thought it was the other place.
Yeah,
but it was really us.
Sure.
Like some shit like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, fucking gnarly, bro. Midway gotta peep it, bro. And y'all do too as
I want to see all those movies. I haven't seen Fury. I haven't seen
sick.
Midway. I haven't seen Hacksaw Ridge. Like, I want to see all those movies.
Midway's fucking raw, dude.
Yeah, they all look sick. I was gonna talk about this earlier, but I can just talk about it now. I got a dog this week.
Oh yeah,
and
I mean,
she's awesome.
Yeah, I see her.
She's looking outside right now.
Yeah,
she's great. Her name is Kaya. I love her. This is my first own dog. I grew up with a couple of dogs, like through my childhood and stuff. I had a beagle and a fox terrier. They were both awesome. They died like a week apart from one another, which was like super fucking sad. But I finally decided to pull the trigger and get my own dog, and she's amazing and she's wonderful. When I got her this past week, my little sister came with me because I didn't want to do it by myself. I don't like doing anything by myself. I always I buy movie tickets in pairs. I buy concert ticket in pairs. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll pay the extra, and then I'll just like find somebody like one of my friends or something. I'm like, hey, do you want to go like see Maroon 5 with me, or like, do you want to like go to ACL with me, or like, do you want to like go to the movies or something?
Well, now that we're buddies, I know I'm black, but hit me up, man.
Yeah, I've always done that. Like ACL's like kind of an exaggeration, but like I always buy like that's just what I do.
Yeah.
And so I took Hannah with me, and we went there the first day because she was like, like some places require you to get an appointment. You have to have an appointment if you want to do an adoption because of the Rona. They gotta have everything like scheduled so that like people aren't around each other and like everyone takes their turn and like all this bullshit. So the Animal Defense League that's like pretty close to where I live, they didn't have anything on their website that said that like you needed an appointment. Not until you get to the adoption page. Like most of the places have it like on their front page. This place has it like on their adoption page. So my little sister was like, they don't require an appointment. Like, we can just go there. Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. So we went, and they were like, you need an appointment, like, if you want to do an adoption. And then I went inside, like, they answered a couple questions, and then I took off. So that moment, I scheduled an appointment for the next day. I scheduled the very first appointment. That day is the day that Kaya was admitted. So she was only there for 24 hours.
Right. And then she was...
Yeah, right. And then I adopted her the next day in the first appointment. And she's perfect, bro. She's so cute. I'm going to post a picture of her to our socials so that y'all can see her. She's awesome.
She's cool.
We're going to be starting a segment in the future called the Good Boy Shout Out, where we can get submissions from listeners for pets, and we can shout out some pets. That'll be in the future. We want to wait until we have like some more listeners, but Kaya will be the official first good boy or good girl in this case, because she's awesome. Dude, she's perfect. She's in perfect health. She has no issues. She's been neutered. She has all of her shots. She's like the kindest dog in the world. She just wants to be everyone's best friend. She's already potty trained. Dude, she has no problems. She did have some issues like eating food though. Like I had to try getting her to eat like 4 different foods, and she still didn't eat for like 3 days. Yeah. Because this is like a new environment, and also because I'm almost certain that her previous owners gave her like people food or something. So she was used to getting spoiled like a bitch. And I spoil her in every other way, but like for food, I'm like, you gotta eat your fucking food. And even then, dude, I'm getting her expensive food now. So like I'm getting her like this salmon shit. Like she's got some good shit. So she's awesome. I'm super hyped. I've been wanting a dog for a really long time now, and I finally pulled the trigger on it, and I got the perfect dog. She makes me so happy. I'm just stoked about it, and y'all are gonna get to see her soon. She's great.
That's pretty sick.
Fuck yeah. Do you have any animals or pets or anything?
I don't.
Other than your 2 kids?
They're not animals or pets, you ass. What a fuckhead. You see how he talks to me, guys?
Shut up.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't. So I borderline want a dog again, which is a Rottweiler. If I don't get a Rottweiler, I will be completely honest. I want to get me another snake. So.
Oh yeah, you have a snake. That's right.
I did
you
have
fuck with
a snake.
reptiles.
I fuck with snakes.
Okay.
So like tarantulas and lizards, and I'd rather not.
I think like lizards are kind of cool.
But
like I fuck with like a gecko or something.
I'm a snake guy. I'm really big on snakes. I have had one. I had it for like a very long time. Oh, that's right.
You don't have one anymore.
I don't have one anymore.
You should get another one.
I want to get another one. And so the one I had before was kind of like a rescue. Somebody had like
that's cool.
Flipped it upside down, left it on the side of the road in this tank. Which technically, if you know a snake tank, like the sun's gonna beam in it like a magnifying glass. Yeah, and it's just gonna cook the fuck out of the snake. It ended up living. And then I ended up getting it, and she was badass.
That's cool, man. She was. Yeah, I can't believe that my dog was a rescue. Like she's perfect, bro. And like all I can think of is like she might have had like old people owners or something, and
Right.
they just like couldn't keep up because she's like an athletic dog. She's
Yeah.
like a lab terrier mix.
Yeah.
And she's got a lot of energy. So like we go on walks like every day. Like we've been doing 3 to 4 miles a day. So she definitely needs that for sure. I mean, she's perfect. I seriously can't imagine.
I would say this, bro. So I had a corn snake. Because people try to be like, well, what kind of snake do you have?
Yeah.
They're dangerous and they bite you. And not all snakes do that, bro. It's a stereotype. It's just like saying, depending on the dog you get, if it's a pit bull or something, it bites you.
I've come to learn to really like pit bulls. They're really cute and they're really
The thing
nice.
is, snakes are the same. They're just like a cat or a dog or something, bro. Like, if you fucking train it and you fuck with it, it's not going to bite you. And then even then, it's not really going to bite. They don't... You would have to have almost like an anaconda for it to think that it can eat you.
Right.
It won't try to bite you or do some shit.
Yeah, well, that's the idea with cats too, right? Like, they'd probably fuck you up too, like, if they were large cats. But they're not, like, so, like, okay.
Snakes will only bite or attack or do something if they feel like they can defeat the threat.
Right.
If a little ass snake, bro, looks at you, it's not gonna think that it can digest you, so it's not going to. Bro,
it has no interest.
She never bit at me. She never fucking bit me. She never snapped at me. Nothing, bro. I had her in the bed with me. I would let her roam around the house. She would go up on the furniture.
What?
Bro, sick as fuck.
That's nuts.
Bro, I'd have on my hoodie. She'd be in my hoodie, like
That's
chilling in the
cool,
back.
man.
She'd be like around my neck, just
I mean,
chilling
I
on my
wouldn't do that.
shoulder.
Like, snakes kind of creep me out, but like,
so
that's
what I'm
cool,
saying
though.
is,
that's a feel good story.
People think like snakes are dangerous. They're like low key. They're not, bro.
Here's the idea, right? Like, a lot of people are uncomfortable with what they're unfamiliar with, right?
Right.
And a lot of people like, well, it's kind of what you were saying before too, like about me trying like edibles for the first time. Like, you have a preconceived like feeling about certain things, right?
And if you feel that you'll just stick with that,
right?
Until you actually
people, and people are because they're already uncomfortable, like they don't.
You won't do it,
right?
And you'll never do it.
I'll admit,
know.
I kind of fall into that, like with reptiles,
exactly.
Lizards a little less so, but like still like I'll admit like I kind of fall in that honestly, but I know a lot of people who have owned snakes and like they really like them. I don't get it personally, like it's just not my thing. I want a dog to come cuddle with me, which Kaya does all the time, which is
my
great.
snake, bro, would lay up next to me, bro.
Man.
Like I'm telling you, it was just like it lay up next to me sometimes. So one time I did let it escape out the cage, like it got out the cage some kind of way, because they're smart as fuck.
Sure.
So I had like these pins in my cage, and it every day when it would be in the cage would try to zoom up and like knock the pin out, bro. Like you could see it trying. They're smart as fuck. They're cool.
That's cool.
And so it got out one time when I wasn't there. My roommate freaked the fuck out. But even,
like the cage is just empty.
Dude, he was like, what the fuck? Right, but bro, I'm telling you, like,
it was a smaller snake too, though, right? Like it wasn't like a big ass snake.
So, bro, she was about.
That's a good. Okay.
She was like 3 feet.
She was 3 feet or so.
I would say she was a pretty good length, bro.
Okay.
Like when I got her, she wasn't. She grew.
Oh well, sure,
of course. I fed her in.
Are snakes kind of like turtles? Because turtles, I know, will like grow based on the size of their habitat.
It's kind of like yes.
So like
exactly
based on like the tank, the aquarium
goes.
you get them, like will determine like how big they get. That's cool.
It does. And so that's what makes it cool, right? So when you get like a baby snake,
they'll stay small.
You don't want to get a big ass fucking tank.
Right.
You want to get like a smaller one, and then as it gets bigger, you want to progress, and then that way it allows you to kind of contain how big you want your fucking snake to be. You know,
cool,
so I had like I think it was like 25 inch tank. It was. Cool. It was. I mean, it was pretty wide.
Sure, yeah.
And maybe like 25 by I think maybe 10 or 15.
Okay.
She had started getting bigger though, where I probably should have wanted to get her maybe like a 35 by something a little bit bigger. But she was badass, bro. Never gave me no issues. One of the sickest pets I've ever owned in my life.
That's awesome.
Probably my best.
I know you still like fucking love your snake.
I still love her. I had to give her up because where I was moving, like it was no snakes allowed. So then the snake had to go to like somebody who could watch it. Yeah. So I did still keep up with it. She's still good, shit like that. But I definitely want another one. If not a Rottweiler, which I think a snake is a little bit more manageable than a Rottweiler.
Yeah,
so,
I think so. Dogs are a lot of work. I've learned that.
Snake is a lot of work too, bro. Like you have to like pull it out the cage. let it roam, let it do shit,
Sure.
and you have to do that shit every day. Like if you don't do it with a snake versus a dog's a little different. It'll still kind of come around.
Yeah, like
you.
they'll figure it out.
With a snake will kind of be like, don't touch me, like I don't know you, like so you have to
build that relationship,
a real relationship, and so I love my snake, bro.
That's cool.
It was the greatest. It shit was sick, bro.
Man, dude, you got me feeling a certain kind of way about it.
She was orange. Actually, I have some shit of her too. Since I'm talking about posting shit.
Yeah, we could post pictures of your snake, man.
I could post a couple pictures of Jupiter. I have a couple.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I fuck with that. All right, let's move on. So we briefly touched on reincarnation last week, and I thought of something really interesting.
Yeah, what you got?
Have you seen the movie Arrival?
I have.
Thank you. I'm so glad you've seen it. Okay. Spoiler alert. I'm going to say this now.
It's an older movie. They should have seen it by now.
2018.
They should have seen that shit by now.
It's newer, but you should have seen it by now.
No spoiler
at all. If you haven't seen it, you could just skip like this tiny little part. But what I'm about to say is going to be in relation to that. Only because Arrival does a really good job at explaining what I'm about to say.
They can't be mad at you, though.
No.
Like, they should have seen this movie.
Arrival's great. You should see it.
You should have seen it by now. This is not a spoiler alert at all.
So... Arrival, for people who may not know and don't care about spoilers.
Right.
Arrival is a movie. It's an alien movie, right? It's a movie where aliens come to Earth in these spaceships and they're positioned all around the world. But they don't do anything. Everyone wonders why they're there. They don't know why they're visiting us. And once a day, every single day, like a platform comes down from the spaceship. Almost like an invitation, like somebody can go up there if they want to, like into the ship. Or no, it opens up, and they use like a scissor lift, to go up inside,
lift up in it,
yeah. And then like once they get inside, like once they get up to a certain height, the interior of the ships use like anti-gravity, so it gets to the point to where like they could just walk up like the sides of the walls inside the ship.
Exactly,
it's not important, but like you get it. Right. So the movie is about a linguist, and these aliens are attempting to communicate with humanity, with inside their ships. They almost have like a terrarium like inside the ship where like they stay inside, and then the rest of the exterior of the ship is just like open.
It's like open as hell.
Right. Yeah. It's just like a big empty corridor almost. Yeah.
Right.
So they acknowledge that they're trying to communicate, but they can't decipher like what any of it means. So they bring in like one of the best linguists in the world, and they're like, "Can you help us try to understand what they're saying?"
It's pretty nutty.
And they're like these big, like giant, like Cthulhu looking like aliens, but like they're not like hostile though. No, they're like really nice docile. Yeah, like they're really cool.
Yeah.
And the whole you learn over time, like she's trying to communicate. Like she introduces herself and she gets them to understand like who they are, what their names are, and then they introduce like what their names are and who they are,
and what they're trying to do. Yeah.
What's unique about these aliens is they communicate in a fashion where like they use rings. Think of like you know how you can listen to like music and stuff, like audio files, and sometimes you got that like like the audio levels, like the bass and the highs, the mids and lows, and it's like in a circle. And like wherever it's heavy, it spikes really high, and then wherever it's low, it's like really short bars. They communicate kind of like that. It's like a circle with like highs and lows, and like mountains and troughs and all that stuff. And each individual disc is constructed in a fashion that's like an entire statement, like for one ring that they can create, and they make it with their ink. So they're like tentacle monsters. Yeah. Well, not monsters, but aliens. And they spit out their ink, and it like makes their language. So they can spit out like most of a conversation in like one ring, and then just based on how it's constructed determines like what they're saying.
Right.
And this is the way that their brains are wired. Like they perceive everything at once, and which is why they communicate the way they do. And over time, as she starts to understand their language, she creates like an algorithm to understand like all the rings that they make, and they can communicate with each other. Homegirl, she's the one that learns the language herself. And from learning this language, once she's mastered it, like she starts having visions before. Once she masters it though, her brain is like rewired because she's learned to understand the way that these creatures think, which is in a way that's like not the same as the way regular humans think.
Exactly.
She's able to comprehend all things at once.
Right.
And you come to learn that the visions that she's been having have actually been visions of the future.
Exactly.
But she doesn't realize that right away. Like, she thinks they're just dreams
right.
at first. But you find out that this is actually her future. And what you come to understand is that because she's learned how to communicate the way they communicate in understanding all things at once, she starts to perceive time that way. So she perceives both past, present, and future in time all at the same time. And it's actually been talked about, like, by legitimate experts, that time is not linear. We just perceive it that way. We've constructed a way to be able to perceive time that's comfortable for us.
But everybody's known that.
Well, I think a lot of people don't know that.
So, bro, if we get to the end of the year, right, and they tell you, put your clock backwards, put your clock forward.
Yeah, it's stupid.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah, it's dumb.
And then so if I call over here, they're 2 hours behind me. Why? Like, why are they 2 hours behind me?
Yeah, that's dumb.
What for what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
like,
let me get on to what I'm getting at, though.
Retarded.
So, like, that was kind of just an example, like, to understand that, like, time is not linear.
Exactly.
And that, like, if somebody were to rewire their brain in a certain way, they could theoretically see things all at once. So I was curious in the concept of reincarnation, right? Like, your energy passes on to
exactly
like a future or potentially a past self. Is it possible that you could theoretically meet a past or present version of yourself?
Yes, it is.
In your own timeline.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
And I was curious, like,
yes.
through that lens, right? Is that potentially what the concept of, like, a soulmate is? Or, like, a connection you make with, like, an animal? Or, you know, all these weird different things. Like, I'm curious if, like, that's possible, you know? Like, right. You could meet, like, another version of yourself and, like, y'all just, like, connect and y'all are, like, perfect. Because you're, like, the same person. You know what I mean?
Right. So I get what you're saying. So as far as the soulmate goes, I think a lot of people say they met their soulmates and they have not.
Yeah, it's fake.
I feel like it is real in a way.
It's, like, almost impossible.
The rarity of meeting your soulmate, it's like it almost never happened.
Yeah,
so
no
these
way.
people be like, this is my soulmate.
Like,
no.
So, like, out of all 8 billion people, you met somebody in your town that's perfect for you? Like, yeah, okay.
You made the perfect point, though. Like, I do feel like reincarnation is real. Now,
I think it makes the most sense to me.
I don't want to be really weird and say, like, heaven or hell doesn't exist. I do feel like those are real places.
It could be.
But I also feel like...
I mean, what do we know?
This is the thing, bro. Like, lucid dreams, right?
Yeah.
Are dreams that when you dream, you control what happens in the dream.
Right.
So, I lucid dream all the time.
I do sometimes. I don't know how to control it, but, like, there are times where when I'm dreaming, like, it clicks and I'm like, okay.
When I was younger,
figure it out.
I never could. I would just wake up and be like, bro, what the hell
I'm also kind of afraid to try to lucid dream. My dad used to do it all the time, but I'm like, Insidious got me fucked up.
Be honest,
I don't know.
I think that it's a really cool experience. I may sound like I'm fucking lying, bro, but I shit you not, bro.
I don't think you're
Any
lying.
dream that I have, I physically feel like how I am right now. Yeah. I control every single thing that happens in that dream.
But it's weird though. Like,
it is really fucking weird.
It's kind of what I was saying before, right?
It's weird.
Like, when I experienced my edibles, like, it's like a series of, like, sets almost, like a movie set. You know what I mean? Where, like, you can go to, like, different, like, places and events and moments.
Because you jump, because you're asleep.
Right, yeah.
But, bro, yeah, I can control every single thing, like, in my dream. Yeah. So, I mean... For some people that can't, for some that can, it just makes it like a... I mean, I don't know. I don't want to sound weird when I say these kind of things, but I believe more in certain things based off of just how I...
Sure. You know, your own experiences.
Right.
Well, that's what you can speak to.
You know, right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's how I kind of relate to what we were just talking about, like, in a way, because I'm able to delve into... Like, I feel it and make the decisions. Now, sometimes I wake up before I want to.
Sure.
That I can't control. But, dude, shit you not, I go back to sleep. Most of the times,
you'll pick right back up.
I catch it, dude.
Yeah.
I catch it.
I've done that, too.
I catch it.
Sometimes I'll wake up and I'm like, I'm going to go back.
So, I feel like...
I just go back to sleep.
I feel like what happens sometimes with reincarnation is... Let's be real, right? I don't know how many people watch Avengers, but people talk about multiple universes.
Sure.
I do believe that shit is real, and what I feel like
I do
is
too.
sometimes
Multiple
when we
dimensions.
dream, we have dreams about ourselves. We're having those dreams of
Yo,
another universe that we
yeah.
live in.
You're
of
like
when
looking
something is
over
good.
another form of yourself.
So for my example, right? I've talked to, like, let's say I'm talking to this one girl, right?
Well,
we break up with where I'm here now.
Yeah.
In my dream, we're married and have like 2 kids.
Sure.
And then in another dream, we like, one of us died.
Right,
Like, I feel like that shit is for real.
Well, it kind of makes
and it
sense
happens.
because, like, in multiple dimension, like, it's like infinite, right? So, like, that's usually the idea, anyways. So, I mean, what you're saying could be considered a fact because it's infinite. So, whatever you're dreaming is like a reality somewhere else.
So, think about it though. What if when I dream, I'm tapping into my life in another fucking
that sounds
dimension,
fucking sick, bro.
And then I'm making decisions in that time, but then I wake up here and whatever I did in my sleep, that person, they have to deal with that until I can get back to it.
So because there's infinite universes, right? Are you saying that there's theoretically an infinite amount of like ourselves looking over
feel like
ourselves?
It, bro. There's multiple us's
decisions?
in every single fucking dimension, bro. I feel like that it is. And I feel like I've now been able, I don't know fucking how, but I do feel this, bro. If you give your body the right type of treatment or attention, you tap into like a different type of a fucking
that's when we
feeling
start
and
getting into
lifestyle,
like
bro.
spirituality and like,
bro,
cheese
that
and like
shit
all
is
that shit.
fucking for real, dude. Like some people can close their eyes and see shit from their forehead, right? They don't have an eye there, but bro, I'm in this weird shit.
You are starting to get a little deeper than
I've
where
seen
I'm
like
at,
like a 12-year-old girl, right? Eyes closed, bro, but she had a third eye. She was like so in tune to herself and so into like that shit.
Well, that makes sense.
I can understand. They would pull up a card in front of her, bro, eyes closed, bro. She would tell you what it was, what a paper said. Like, bro, she was reading shit.
Well, that actually is interesting to me because like then you start diving into like what psychics are, right?
Nutty, bro.
And
it's nutty.
If you actually, that's actually kind of interesting because that kind of changes my opinion about psychics a little bit.
I'm telling you, bro.
If with enough training, you probably could just become in tune with your senses
and
to
you can
a much deeper level than other people. So it's not even like being psychic. It's just like being aware.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be weird with this conversation, but I know like I do certain, like I have more control or more whatever than like with you, like, bro, I can't control it like that.
Sometimes
I talk to some people that be like
the dream starts and then it's like involuntary, and then out of nowhere, like I make a choice, and then like I'm like okay, and then it kind of builds from there.
This is the cool thing. At least you remember. You know how many people I talk to be like, I don't even remember my dreams. I've actually been really
thinking about starting a dream journal and just like recording the stuff that happens.
Telling you it's sick as
but
fuck,
that
dude.
sounds kind of gay.
It's sick as fuck.
I mean,
no,
lame,
it's not gay.
Yeah.
That shit is real as
fuck. I think it's really
bro.
interesting. I'm really intrigued by it, and that's the thing too. Like I remember my dreams very vividly when I wake up.
I'm telling you.
Sometimes even for a while after I'm awake, but eventually they slip away.
Some people will tell you like, yeah, I had this dream about, I mean, I don't really know, but I had a dream. Like, they don't remember it.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember my shit.
Wow, that's so interesting.
To a fucking T, bro.
I do too. Like, and like all the details. Like, yeah, I do too.
So, to me, I'm like, I feel like there's multiple universes where whatever situation I was in at some point in time, in other universes, it just was different.
Yeah.
And sometimes I dream that shit and I'm in the moment, bro. I swear to God, I feel like
that's
it's
cool.
legitly
I like that.
For fucking real. Like, I sound like I'm crazy.
No.
But I don't think so. You not, bro. And it depends, like, whatever situation I'm in or whatever. I have these dreams, bro, like, and it's different than what it is here. And I'm like, that has to be, that's the shit. Like, that's why she said, like, if you know about some shit, you don't go back and fuck it up, like in Avengers Infinity War, right? She told the Hulk, like, you don't go and you don't mess with shit. You just let the shit go. Everybody has their own separate shit. You can't fuck with, like, you can't go back and fuck it up. Yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly.
I feel that. That's cool. I like
fucking
that.
Nutty, bro.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a thing, and I feel like more people need to get in tune with themselves, bro, and you will start kind of seeing life.
Well, again, weird. It kind of comes back to what the message of the show is, right? Like, just work on yourself. Like, get better every single day.
It's a thing, bro.
Eventually, you're gonna find yourself in a place where, like,
I'm not gonna lie,
you're better all around.
I was one of those people that was like, "Shut the fuck up, that's bullshit." Like. It's not bullshit, bro.
Right. Well, it's like you said, you can only speak to the experiences you've had, right? So you've had some of those new experiences now. And
out-of-worldly, bro. I would say out-of-worldly, and I don't want to be like, I don't want to be that weird dude, but I play with Ouija boards. I've done all the weird shit. I've had ghost encounters. Right. When I say all that kind of shit is real, people may look at me and be like, well, bro, shut the fuck up. You lying and not, bro.
You're like, okay, don't believe me. I don't care.
Fucking for real, dog. And like, I know what the fuck it is. So,
right.
yeah. But I'm telling you, reincarnation, I think, is a real thing. Like, and I feel like the problem with reincarnation is we don't know that we're being reincarnated.
No, right.
All we would know is what we're born into. And if they say,
well, there actually have been like weird
you know
cases.
what I'm saying?
I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this. Like I remember seeing this one example particularly. There was like this little girl who was talking about how like she used to be like this old man. Or
exactly,
something.
bro.
And then like she's like, I used to be this person. And
you do this
like,
and do that.
And she's like, well, yeah. And then she's like, I know like where I'm buried. She's like, I know where this person is.
And then
like,
went and took him.
Right.
To
And
the
then they
shit.
found this person and they were like, what the fuck is going on? Like she's never been here before. Like she doesn't know who this person is. Like so then you're like, well, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like that's bananas.
So this is my biggest question, bro. That why I feel like I'm gonna be on point. If we've died and came back, but we never knew that we were dying and coming back, we would never know that we were dying and coming back.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Right? I mean, that just makes perfect sense, right?
Yeah,
So to me, I feel like I maybe have lived maybe a couple of different lives. Like, I don't really know necessarily because I don't know a hell in a hell. Like, I'm here right now.
Same.
But I feel like...
Well, I kind of feel that way sometimes, too.
Bruh.
Just, like, with the way that... Like, with my outlook on life, it seems to be a lot different than, like, a lot of other people.
My problem is, when I have my dreams... They're fucking weird.
Mine are weird
and
too.
they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And they're like similar to what I'm going through now, but like different scenario.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, why the fuck?
I'm thinking like an Alice in Wonderland type example.
Bro,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like shit's just
a
weird.
wizard and
like
you know,
similar
wizard and
but like
like
different.
bro.
Like yeah.
Dog. So I'm like, what if
I don't even do drugs either.
what if we die and they come back, but we just don't know it because we don't think in our head or know the
maybe,
facts.
Dude, maybe it's like a dream though, right? Like remember, like you remember the dream right away, right? But then like over time it slips away. Maybe that's why kids have like really imaginative, like imaginations and like
Bro,
you know you're a baby,
nuts.
so like maybe you still remember it, but like you can't talk or anything, so like you don't fucking know, and then
you don't exactly.
You start
yeah,
shit by it.
right?
Yeah, and then like reality starts to like influence
set in
you
as you
and
get
then,
older,
right,
and then you start to get back into thinking.
Right,
bro. I am so like tripping out because I feel like if I die right now. I do believe in heaven or hell in a way, but I also believe in reincarnation, so it's kind of hard to believe in reincarnation.
Who's to say there's only one destination? Maybe there's multiple.
Who's to not say that all those things do exist, but it depends on your soul where you go
Maybe
at that time.
Maybe you get to pick.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Maybe it's not
like,
just
what
one
if I can
thing?
say reincarnation, but I can come back as a tree?
What if they're like,
or,
like we said, we're taking new bodies, right? What if they're like, you want to go again? And you're like, no, all right, you know,
right?
And
or you
like,
can say, I want to go to heaven,
yeah,
or you just go to hell because you've been fucked up. I mean, like, you don't get an option.
Or maybe they're like, okay, so right now, like, you're gonna go down. So like, if you want to go another round and like try to get your shit together,
if you want to go up there, you need to live another life and live the right way.
Like now, we need to balance things out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do we not know none of that exists, bro?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I there's no way to prove that. But so I mean, whenever like a new theory or like new scientific stuff comes out, like it's usually stuff that we never could have imagined.
Well, it makes it all weird, right? Because they say there's a heaven and there's a hell.
I mean,
they also say Then they also say like Jesus was white, and then they say all these things. So, bro, question. Jesus was white.
Nah, he wasn't white, dude.
But they said that he traveled from like city to city. But back in that day, it was like sand to sand. Like, let's be honest. Like
he was in the hot Middle East. Sun. That's where it was.
He was white. I would have imagined he was at least sunburnt as
shit.
fuck or very fucking dark. Yeah. You know, and so. I mean, there's been all this shit that's came out about, but I mean, at the same time, like y'all tell us so much shit, we just believe it. We don't
that's the thing actually I don't get either, right? Like
do our own thing.
That's the thing I don't get either. Is like when it comes to like organized
it's not just religion,
like,
bro, but
you
it's
just gotta believe
anything,
it.
Bro.
Like,
you know.
But like for everything else,
right?
Like you need like scientific proof and shit. And I'm like, okay, so like which is it? Like,
I just don't want to make it like a religion thing. It's just the overall life period.
Right.
They say do this, do that. This is the right way. Like, but how do you know? If that's really what it is,
and they're like, because that's what we were told. And you're like, okay, well, who told them shit? Like,
right.
You know,
so how do you know that?
So you're saying, so you're telling me a guy in a robe says that like he knows shit and like you just listen to him? Like that sounds like a scam.
and even if he did,
and they want you to make donations, but like not for him though, right? Like for Jesus.
But like he was cool with y'all. Then y'all like.
I will admit, like I used to go to a church. Like I was raised Christian,
bro.
And I will say this, dude. Like they would take donations and stuff, but like they would actually like do projects. Like they had a project where they were building wells like in Africa,
Right.
and they actually showed like updates like of how they were using the donations and stuff. They weren't even being fake about it. They're like, we want to help
Right.
other people, and I was like, I fuck with that. Like that's cool.
So that's
like,
dope as shit.
Yeah, that's the way it should be done. Like, don't even feed us this whole like fucking like the Jesus needs money and shit bullshit. Like, just make it about helping other people,
Like,
and
really?
like you'll have more followers too. Like, I just
look,
the whole thing is stupid.
It's just weird because they say God, like, he knows everything. Okay, so if he knows everything, so I'm not big on religion. We're not gonna be doing this, guys. But I gotta get this out here.
This is a good conversation,
right, bro? If he knows everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Or she, or it, or whatever.
Right. It says it is, right? Mm-hmm. They said it was a he, and
right.
with what? So okay, with the nice little slick hair and shit.
They, them, right?
Right, they, them. I mean, no disrespect to no one.
No disrespect. We're just messing around.
If he knows everything, right? At some point in time, we fucked up, right? Like he said. I mean, this was.
You're talking like the Adam and Eve thing.
Adam and Eve.
Is that what you're referring
stuff.
to? Yeah.
I'm talking about everything as a whole.
Sure,
the gay stuff, the Adam and Eve, the don't fuck, all this kind of shit, right?
Uh-huh.
It's all in a big thing, right? Adam and Eve happened. I don't really feel like I want to talk about that because girls want to talk shit, but technically that's y'all's fault. Y'all never know what the fuck y'all want to eat, but that day she knew that she wanted that apple hard as fuck off that tree.
Hey,
like,
man,
I feel like that's weird as hell.
That's your snake, bro.
But what? It is a snake. I mean, we can say it's a snake, right? What snake, though? Wink, wink. Right, let's go. Nigga, it was a snake. Nigga, she was just trying to get some full tummy to get. But,
so you think Eve is full of shit?
Look.
You think she was like, nah, the snake told me, and it's like, bro, yeah, okay.
When the girls ever that aggressive on knowing what they want to eat ever, bro. When a girl ever know what she want to eat, bro? When you ask her, what do you want to eat? I don't know. I don't care. You pick. Then you pick something to be like,
and then they be mad as fuck about it.
So be like, well, what the hell? You said I could pick what? So she knew she wanted that apple specifically, bro. Look, it's just so weird. That's like the pattern of everything they taught us, right? And him saying, I'm gonna get my ass whooped, right? Because he knows everything. So they say he went on the cross,
right,
flawed out,
right,
hands, nigga, pop, 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 and feet, pop, 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 right, and just got whipped, right?
Yeah.
To know that he would save our sins and whatever.
Right.
He sent the flood to a whole city, though. If you read the Bible, right, or know a little bit about it, he sent the whole flood and killed off a whole city that started doing the gay shit.
Right.
That was saying, like, doing the gay shit that he wasn't fucking with. Whole city got murked off. So after that, then he says he just goes and gets his ass whipped, bro, for our sins.
Yep.
But we're worse now than we were then. So why would he get his ass whooped the way that they said he did? Have you seen Passion of Christ?
No.
With Mel Gibson?
I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it.
I'm talking about that was the most horrendous ass whooping that I've probably ever seen, like
on screen. Yeah.
Bro, it was bad. Like, the dude was nailed, and they were just whipping his ass. Whack, whack. And they was whipping him before they even put him up on the bitch.
Yeah.
Beating the fuck out of him.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, the funny part about it is, if he knows everything, he knew that we were going to be worse now than we were before, why would he take that ass whooping?
I don't understand any of it.
That doesn't make any sense.
It all seems very strange.
For him to take an ass whooping for the people before to help them, but knowing everything and knowing that we're going to be worse than those people were, and he murked off a whole city.
Yeah.
Like, for being gay. So, what if he decided to do that right now? How many places would get murked off?
Well, I will say this.
Bro.
It has been speculated and proven in some cases that there have been past civilizations that have just kind of disappeared.
I feel like the Mayans
other reasons
were
floods,
the smartest,
or
coldest fucking civilization we had. The Mayans. I think we're the smartest, most civilized, knew what the fuck was going on. Do you buy into that
they were like advanced as fuck? Because
yes,
they're saying there's been some talks of like there being like advanced civilizations, like farther than where we are now.
When you go look at some of their structures and shit, and then we try to say that they don't have half the tools we have now, how the fuck did they do that shit back then?
Right.
Like, how the fuck they have a whole...
Unless it's aliens. Unless it's aliens.
Unless aliens came down and helped, right? With it,
unless
which Mayans said they did.
Right.
Mayans said that they were down here all the time.
Right.
Like on all the Mayan drawings, bro. There's a fucking little ship or a head or something at the top, bro.
I saw this angle that somebody made. Bro. Like, what if we were on Mars before, right? But like we fucked up Mars, like the way we're fucking up Earth right now, and they knew like there was one way we could save humanity, and it was by sending like 2 people like to Earth.
Bro.
And that's like Adam and Eve. And like they're like Adam and Eve are like aliens, but like they're humans, but like they're from Mars. And this was like their last chance to like start over. So like,
or what the fuck if we're on Mars and we think we're on fucking Earth? Like, we don't really know where the fuck we're at. What if we're not even on Earth right now and we're off up in space somewhere on some bullshit and Earth is really off on the side and they're making it seem like Earth is fucked up and it's not, bro.
What you're saying is I'm supposed to believe that, like, there's a sun and, like, there's planets and it's in this order because you say so, but, like, it's a dot in the sky.
Dog.
And we made it there? Like, I guess so.
Come on, bro. Because this bitch is hot as fuck too. Yeah. So how do we know if this is Earth or not? Like, and that's why
Dude, that's a good point.
When I come to conspiracies, bro, you never really know nothing about nothing if we really get into that conversation. And people try to act like they do, but it's like, well, then answer this question then, and they'd be like, well, I mean.
Let's ask me another question.
Like, what are we talking about when it comes to all this real shit? Like, like all this shit is what? Like, because all this shit's starting to run into one another, and now it all looks like, where the fuck are we at, and what are we doing right now? Like,
what's real?
I just want the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dumb. Yeah,
I feel that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Did you see that they're enforcing dress code for kids in Zoom classes?
Yeah, I mean they should,
dude. Well, yes and no, right?
In a way.
They're telling girls that they can't show their shoulders, like, in a Zoom class when they're at home in their own fucking house. And my thing that I think is kind of funny is, like, what are you going to do? Like,
I mean, if they don't,
send me to my fucking room in my house. Like, what are you gonna shut my feet off? Like, okay.
The only reason I agree with it,
I feel like I'd be defiant as fuck if I was in a Zoom class.
This is the only reason I agree with it, bro.
I'm like, fuck you, I'm in my house.
I'm gonna be honest though. This is the only reason I agree with it, bro. I'm gonna give you that side of the perspective that I feel like you'll catch on. Like, there be like 30 to 35 parents and kids in almost shit. Right. I don't know if like the dad for Zoe likes little girls.
Okay.
So now it's a little weird if I have my daughter on there and he's looking at that. Like, bro, you have to think outside of the box on these kind of things.
I understand.
You can't think like,
I don't like it, but I see where you're coming from.
But you have to, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
So in a way, I'm kind of okay with them doing that.
They're kind of going like the PC way. Like, they're gonna have to be like, anybody. Look, like,
this is what they're gonna have to do, bro. At some point in time, Zoom's not gonna happen, or they're gonna have to be aware of PERS, or whoever can just.
Well, you also gotta think like, other religions and stuff too. Like,
they're gonna tune into these Zooms, right? Because some people are like,
and we can't.
You feel me?
Yeah. You make a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, to me, right?
Which is funny because I really felt a certain kind of way about this, but you're right.
Now it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You don't know, right? If that same person is in there with their kid, they're like looking at your kid like, her shoulder, like. What the fuck?
This is the thing I never understood though. They're just fucking shoulders though. Like, I feel for chicks, dude.
But,
like, their dress code's kind of fucked up. But however, hey, y'all got it bad. Y'all got it bad in high school though, bruh. In middle school and high school, guys got it bad in the workforce. Our dress code is fucked as shit. We gotta wear pants and collared shirts and all this shit, while homegirls
true.
Leggings to
fucking
work.
Taliban headbands and shit, looking like fucking.
Dude, I can't tell you
Chloe.
how much shit I got for wanting to wear my goddamn headbands at
I'm
work.
not gonna lie,
and I'm
bro.
like, bruh, it's black. My hair is dark brown. I'm not offending anybody.
I would get mad at that.
Or anything with my goddamn
like a wrapped up like.
Yeah, and my big thing too was like, bro, y'all want us to wear slacks every day, and it's 103 degrees outside, and homegirls get to show up like in leggings and dresses, and
y'all don't say nothing.
Dude, and girls be wearing tank tops too, like it ain't nothing.
And if I wear some jeans, I gotta go home and change them.
Right,
but then they can
like it's gonna be on your time.
Right,
like you gotta
paying me for this. I'm not clocking out.
And hey, Damien, when you get back, I'm gonna need to talk to you for.
We can talk all fucking day because I'm just gonna call out 3 or 4 or 5 of these motherfucking bitches around your fucking desk. And you ain't trying to see me.
And that's funny too because I did the same shit. I'm like, why is my headband an issue when I see like 6 other people walking around with
and I can show you if you say who. Right. I can go and point them out to you right now.
The thing is also I don't like being that person though. I'm like, just let me wear my shit. Am I bothering anybody? Am I also one of the best workers you have employed right now?
So then what is the problem?
Why are we even talking right now?
Because I can see motherfuckers walking through with pink hair tomorrow and then their hair is green and then blue like this whole past week. But I can't walk in with a hat on. But they could change their whole hairstyle and fucking then put all these colors in and do whatever. And like, it's the same thing, bro. Right. It's the same thing, bro.
It's bullshit.
The same thing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't fuck with it, bro. Yeah, that's that goofy shit, though. But yeah, for sure, reincarnation, I think is probably legitly for real.
I think so, too. Yeah. But I just thought about that, like, the idea of being able to, like, run into yourself, like, because time is not linear. So, like,
I would love to.
That would be... Well, you wouldn't know. Not right away, anyways.
I don't think I would know, but
you wouldn't look like yourself. You know what I mean? It would just be like another version.
So I heard that we have doppelgangers, and those are for real.
Yeah,
but they're just like on
everyone
the opposite side of everyone.
Yeah,
so how cool would it be?
There was a vine.
See yourself,
there was a vine that went viral a few years back of this dude like with his shotgun doing the splits, and he looked just like me. And it was very strange. It like made me uncomfortable.
But at the same time, it made you think like
me. And I was like, "Yo, that's weird."
Bro, I've seen.
I was just happy it was a funny video. I was like, "All right, cool, man."
It's sick as fuck. And I think, it's not doppelgangers, bro. It's fucking clones, bro. I keep telling you, like,
so you think they're making clones of like regular people too?
Yeah. I think like
Matrix style?
So I don't really know how they're doing it, but at the same time, like I say, like there's multiple universes.
Do you think
we're everywhere, bro?
Do you think they're
we're everywhere?
Like they're just clones, like biological clones?
Yeah,
like they're meat sets, just like we are.
So this is how I can put it, bro. So, and I won't try to go like long. I watched this show on Netflix. I can't remember the name.
Do you want to talk about this next week? Do you want to go like deep?
No, I can go right now because it's within the shit. I'll take like 2 minutes.
Sure. Okay.
It's on Netflix. I can't remember the name. I'm so sorry. It was about a guy, right, who we watched his life where he was at. He like made some stupid ass decision, and his wife and kids died in a car accident.
Damn.
But then he meets this older woman, and she has this fucking like bracelet where he can go back into time into certain moments and change his decision.
What is this? Is it a show?
It's a show.
It's
Netflix. Like a British. It's on Netflix, yes.
But
it's like awesome. A British, bro. It's sick as fuck. So this is what happens. He goes and keeps trying to make alterations to save somebody or to save his kids or save his wife, but somebody still ends up like getting fucked up.
Like for balance.
Yes, he keeps trying and he keeps fucking it up.
Yeah.
So then he gets to a point to where he ends up realizing that older fucking lady that gave him the bracelet is his fucking wife, nigga, from the fucking show, bro.
Oh.
Sick as fuck, bro.
Bit of a spoiler alert.
I mean, it's spoiler as fuck, but it's fucking nasty,
that sounds
dog.
Awesome,
it's nasty, bro. Because I'm sitting there the whole time like, who's this fucking old ass woman? And you're watching the show the whole time where like he keeps trying to go back, and then they show different instances where he makes a different decision, and their life turns out good. Their life turns out fucked up. They still both die, or one kid dies, and then they're both alive, or the wife fucking cheats, or like it's always different shit. But then at a point in time, he realizes that he doesn't want to go back anymore, and the old woman is actually his fucking wife from the fucking memories that he's been going back and seeing. Like, that's her older. Right. It's sick as fuck, bro. That sounds cool, sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Sick as fuck.
I fuck with that.
It's sick as fuck.
Okay. We have a new thing that we're going to be doing here. Super original idea, and by that, I mean, you get it. This is actually a segment that one of my favorite podcasts did for a long time that they had to stop doing due to copyright issues because they were actually they were making it a part of their video. So we're going to start doing Friday Bangers because this episode, we do drop it on Fridays. And this is our way of sending our listeners into the weekend so that y'all can just have a fucking kick-ass time. Me and Damien are both very passionate about music. We both like music a lot. Music is very powerful to me. It's something that I really relate to, and it's something that I value a lot. And particularly, you know, just whether I'm driving or you know I'm working out. Really, those are the only two times I listen to music because I fucking jam the fuck out. Like I can't listen to music and do something else most of the time because I'm just like the music takes me over. You know what I mean?
Right.
So me and Damien were interested in doing this now with our listeners, so that we can kind of share music that we like with you guys, but we're also going to be starting our own playlist eventually once we have enough songs put together that we'll put on Spotify that you guys can download too. We're going to do that later on. So we're going to start this week with a couple of bangers that we like. Y'all are welcome to listen to it. If y'all don't want to, you don't have to, but this is just something that we want to do. And if y'all have any songs that y'all think are bangers that y'all want to share with us, y'all can just send it to our social medias or on YouTube if you want, and we can check that out too. Do you want to start, or do you want me to give my bangers?
I mean, I only have 2, so
I have 2 in an album, but all from the same guy.
Yeah, mine's are a little bit different. They're a little bit different types of music.
Sweet.
But I'm gonna go ahead and throw out Excitement, Trippie Redd. Sorry guys, it is a little on the black people side, but it's a really good track. If you look at the lyrics and what he says, it's a pretty fire song. So I have that one, and then I have DJ Fresh Louder, which has been out for almost a decade now, maybe, but still one of my favorite hype songs. It's more so on the EDM side of the music, but I'm a huge EDM fan, so there'll be more things, that I have. I also have cracks. We could do cracks as well, on the EDM side. So I'm gonna say those are my 3 shout outs for right now. Of course, I'm gonna have more as we go forward. Y'all definitely check out that excitement though. That should go hard.
Yeah, this will be happening every Friday too. So we're always gonna come in with new music for sure. For me, I particularly like EDM as well, but not like trance music or anything like that. I like all my music to have vocals because I like to like karaoke that shit with it, and it also like just gets me hype. And I also fuck with like alternative basically. So I do like alternative and then like electro music that's got like live instruments and vocals and stuff too. I will, which is actually kind of funny because this guy is actually one example that's a little bit different than what I usually listen to. Basically, all the music I listen to has like 2 moods to it. I'm either hype as fuck or I'm chill as fuck. Like, there's no in between. So this guy is an example of my hype as fuck. This is a guy I like to work out to. It's a combination of like classical instruments paired with like really heavy electro music. Not like dubstep though. It's very clean and I fuck with it. His name is Overwork. He's got a couple of songs. One is Canon. He's got like a really big combination of like strings with electro. And then he's got another song. I believe it's Toccata. I'm not sure. It might be another song. But I think Toccata is the one where like he actually includes an organ in his song, like with his electro music, and it's fucking sick. And then he has the Altered State album, which is a remixed version of his previous album that is awesome. Like almost all the songs on there are great. This is a guy I like to work out to. His music is like extremely heavy. It's got a really nice beat. Like the beat for it is sick. His drops are awesome, and all of the songs are like 4 to 5 minutes at a time, so it's great for a pump. So his name's Overwork. Work spelled WERK. He's really sick. I would strongly recommend him, especially if y'all are like, going to the gym and you're like working out or something. Y'all might fuck with him, so y'all should check him out for sure.
Let's get it for a fucking
Hell yeah.
show.
So again, happy Friday. We appreciate you guys for listening. I think this was a great episode. I feel super good about it. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fucking great. Y'all have a motherfucking good weekend. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Pass us to the friends. Hit the bell on the bitch depending on which one you want and fuck with us.
Hell yeah. And again, thanks to all the new listeners. We are growing and the message is the same. We've already mentioned it a couple times now. Do one thing to get yourself better, whether when you're listening to this or just one day at a time. Hold yourself accountable to getting better one day at a time. Just do one thing. Make your bed. Do the dishes. Clean your house. Clean your apartment. Go to the gym. Just do something. Go get your car washed. Do one thing to get better each day.
Right. Or y'all can be like me and then we not getting better every day. We're just going to do what we do. We not cleaning the car. We're not cleaning the apartment. We just waking up, doing what we do and going back to sleep. Fuck with us though.
Hey, man. Mental rest days are also important to getting better.
Exactly.
So like if that's what you need to do, like if you need to even just take a break, like rest days are also very valuable. So whatever it is that you need for your body, like just think about how it'll make you better and just do that.
Let's fucking get it, people. Y'all make sure you have a fantastic motherfucking weekend.
Fuck yeah.
Do apologize for the language there, but I want y'all to rock it out with y'all's
Don't say it.
Socks on.
With your socks on? Wow.
Rock
out with your socks on.
Rock
cool,
it out
man.
with your socks on. We'll just say that. Yo, let's get it.
I'll rock out with my socks on.
Rock it out with your socks on.
Fuck yeah. Y'all have a nice weekend.
Oh, shit. All right, bet. Let's get it.